I almost bought fucking
It's
pickle
gonna be
juice.
New Year's, so fucking
Yeah, that was
Happy New Year.
No, I get that. I get that, but
That's it.
I don't know. I don't know, man.
That's it. That's the bit right there.
Okay, well, fuck it.
That's the bit right there.
Pigs and Podcast, take 1.
This is Pigs in a Podcast, and this is Benji.
And I'm Will.
And I'm John.
Holy shit. Man.
A little, I guess, what is it? Disclaimer. We're recording this on New Year's Eve. So happy New Year's to you when this comes out, because it's going to come out when the new year comes in. So
it's still coming out Monday?
I'm going to try to make it on Monday.
Okay.
Yeah. Take as long as you can, Well, however.
I really feel like this year we should try to not miss episodes. Like, I get that there's...
Actually, we were more...
we were good last year. We were good last year. But I'm saying, like, we need a...
Like, this year was better than last year's.
100%.
Yeah.
It was?
Yeah.
We were 100%, bro.
We were more consistent this year than we were last year.
We actually, we're committed to actually, like, wanting to record all the time.
Bro, we did, like, not a Christmas episode, but we did one after Thanksgiving.
We
wouldn't, you know what I mean? So, it's...
I mean, I really wanted to fucking record, too. It's just, fuck, dude, this year.
So, did you figure out what episode this is?
This is 41.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's 42.
It's 41. Check the list.
Jesus Christ. Are we really doing this right now?
Shall we wager?
Check on your Spotify.
Shall we wager?
It should be 41. This is 41. The last episode should be 40.
It's funny because
do you want to make a bet or no?
You guys were just...
I'm not a betting man.
You guys were
so then you're not confident.
I just don't like to bet.
That sounds like a little bitch way out.
I'll bet chugging the beer. Loser chugs the beer.
Okay.
No, we're not doing these fucking
42.
games, man. We need to survive fucking
What does
New
it say
Year's.
right there? What the fuck?
Lick my butthole. Why do you think I was so adamant? Chug your beer.
You fucking just want to get drunk, Will.
No. See, this is why I do it with Will. Because this is the fucking Stingray thing all over again.
No, but
he gets so confident.
It's got to be because of the fucking pilot. Like, we're counting the pilot as the episode.
Not anymore.
No, trust me, it's part of, like, it's episode 1.
No, but I think we've retconned that. We fixed it, I believe.
No, he's right. I fucked up because when I had it over here, the last episode that I was see how it says 40 right there?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know you fucked up.
But then I haven't listened to
That's
the
why I
episode.
kept giving you outs, but you kept doubling down.
Does it say that on
It's episode 42.
I told you.
It's a typo on the actual thing. Oh, okay.
That's I try to give him a way out, but he doubled down and doubled down and doubled down. I don't like being an asshole. It's just you bring it out in me.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
And we can't cuss in this episode.
What are you talking about?
Dude.
Every time you cuss, you drink.
No, we're not doing that.
I'm gonna. Oh my god.
Oh, that felt
How did you guys spend Christmas? You guys want to talk about it?
I honestly didn't do anything. Like, my family doesn't celebrate Christmas like we used to. So,
You're Jewish.
No, not even. We were just chilling. Literally,
Jewish people celebrate Christmas. You know that, right?
I know. I don't get it, but
yeah. It's just it's fucking stupid. But like,
Well, I mean, when you think about it, Christmas is literally just fucking. It's all about spending money. It's like that's what it's all about. Getting people gifts because it was like commercialized like that.
Well, yeah, but
I mean, like, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not saying, or the act of Christmas of getting together and celebrating, or just getting together. That's fucking fine and dandy. But I mean, like, the underlying thing.
Well, that's why we have a Black Friday, like, right fucking on the holidays before Christmas, because they just want everybody to
spend money and shit,
consume all fucking they live.
I believe the origin from that stems from the Depression. They're trying to boost the economy.
Yeah.
That was the original origin. So there was kind of legitimacy to it in the beginning, but now.
I am so fucking broke, dude. Like, oh my God, this year. I swear to God. Like, you know how, like, I used to be like the guy who used to say, like, oh man, I don't even know why people like consider like the next year, like, just a way to like fucking start
fresh and shit like that.
Start fresh and new and everything when it's just like another
New
day.
year, new me.
Dude, this fucking, like, this year, honestly, like is the fucking worst year of my fucking life. Like so much fucking bullshit has happened.
We've all been there.
Yeah, it's just ugh. So new year, new me.
Yeah. I think the only thing that I'm gonna try in the
Did
new
you
year.
see that Arthur Morgan thing I sent you? Oh
Which-
yeah, we're gonna hear a lot of like fucking explosions in the
Oh,
background
yeah, the fucking
because we are
fireworks.
recording
The
in
Koreans
Los
are invading.
Angeles.
It's
Oh
everything.
fuck! What is it called? Oh,
Red Dawn?
Red Dawn.
Wasn't that the Chinese in
Well,
there?
the new no,
North Korea.
no, in the new one it's North Korea. In the old one, it's Russia
It's
and
communism.
Cuba.
Yeah, it's just a communist. Yeah.
Oh,
In the
okay.
original, it's Russia and Cuba.
Okay.
See, they're very specific and careful not to say it's the Chinese
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
we have diplomatic.
But isn't it a book?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's
Yeah,
based off a book.
it's
Okay.
based on this guy who did that. Is it Red? What is it called? Red State or something? Or
I
and then
honestly
there's
don't know.
another book that he based a video game on too. That's based on the video game was being made based on a book that he had wrote, and he had wrote that same book from the Red Dawn. And I don't know if the book's called Red State. I don't know what the book is called, but yeah, it's basically about the commies taking over, and they go through Mexico, and like
Yeah.
they go into Mexico, and like it's a fucking
a
you see
pincer attack.
parachuting, like people start parachuting into like suburban homes, and yeah, it's fucking crazy, dude.
That's why you got to build a wall.
Oh God.
Build the wall. Build the wall.
That doesn't
They
do anything.
parachute into the fucking.
They
what
got
do you
in through
mean?
Mexico though, right?
Yeah, but like
Build the wall. Build the
that's
wall.
not gonna.
dumb.
They're just gonna use all the cartels' tunnels. Like
Walls can go
the
down.
mercenaries use the fucking cartels' tunnels to go and fucking do their
Yeah, but
missions.
you also build the
It's
wall
like
down.
shut up, dude. Like you build a wall around Canada. No, I was kidding.
They would probably actually
I'm just
appreciate that.
kidding.
We don't want the Quebecois in here.
Fill
Fuck
it with
them.
water. Not just kill.
Bro, they would probably appreciate that to keep us out. I'm not
I
gonna
know
lie.
they would. They probably would. Yeah.
Did you
Oh,
just
God.
hear what I said?
Fill it with water.
They'll just turn to ice. They'll just ice skate over it.
I remember there's just a lot of people who always used to make stupid like jokes about Canada. I always wondered why.
Whoa, South
And
Park.
it's just like
South Park. for
no,
the
like
most
even
part.
before that, like it's just like I never knew what the whole thing was. I guess it's just because they're kind of like a neutral country, I guess, or I don't know.
Not neutral, just
They don't like to get in people's affairs. They just want to keep to
Yeah.
their own.
And well, I mean,
It's
everything
like
I've seen
they're-
about that place, I mean, it seems pretty fucking cool.
Mexico's
over there.
neutral.
Well, what do you mean Mexico's neutral?
Yeah, they don't get involved in people's shit, generally speaking.
Yeah, they try
Well,
not to.
Nah, not really. But this new president's actually been like,
Well, like fucking the
AMLO?
Ukrainians asked them.
yeah,
It was like, hey, can you help us? And they're like, nah. So they try to stay neutral.
yeah. But all
Wait,
this
what was
weird
going on
shit
right now?
happening with like the United States already saying like, oh, we're gonna go into your country and like take care
because
of
they
the
were
cartel. And the president is like, no, you're not. And they're like, well, we're gonna go in there forcefully. And he's like, well, we'll see what every Mexican in this country has to say about that. Like,
But yeah, that's dumb.
That's different. But I think the only reason why they're using the cartels because wasn't he threatening to nationalize the lithium in there or something like that?
that's what it is.
That's what it is.
That's what it
That's
is.
what it
is
is.
they just want to mine the fucking
They wa-
lithium off
yeah,
of Mexico because they have
that's what they want.
so much fucking of it.
hmm
And that's what we're trying to progress into, like just that technology now.
Yeah, and you don't want to have another country fucking just become powerful and rich.
hmm
That doesn't do you any good.
They just don't want competition. They don't
Yeah.
want
Exactly.
They,
They would, yeah.
they don't
America's just being America.
Want, it's just being the,
exactly. Yeah,
it's being the imperialist thing that it's always been.
it's all like
Well, not imperialist.
It is. What would you call it?
Colonialism.
Well, I mean,
We never had an empire.
it's imperialism with extra steps.
No.
That's what it is.
We're a democracy, okay?
No, we're not. We're a republic.
democracy manifest. Oh, now he's grabbing my dick. Or what does he say?
I don't remember. I don't even know what the
It's
fuck
because
that
they
is.
arrest this guy, I think, like in Britain or something, and like they get the wrong guy for it. And he's like, "What am I getting like arrested for?"
Oh, I think
and
I
then
might
he's all
remember
like,
that.
I was eating a Chinese succulent meal, and he's like, "Oh, I see that you've practiced your judo very well." And he's like, "Oh, you touching my balls?" Like,
I think I remember.
This is Gentlemen, this is democracy manifest. He's got like fucking viral
What
over
the
it
fuck?
back in the day, dude.
Yeah, I
Like,
remember
this is
that.
like
Video
cell
back in the
phones.
day. I remember
They're just a
that.
bunch of cops. They grabbed them like out of a restaurant, dude. They're just like trying to shove them in a car.
Yeah. And then I don't remember if he said that or that he's grabbing my dick or something like that.
Yeah,
but
he says
does he?
He's on my penis. He says
Yeah.
penis.
But I remember that. I remember that.
He's
Yeah.
touching my tellywhacker.
He made a big deal because he was being
Tellywhacker.
recorded and he just made a big deal out of it, just like fucking like yeah.
That
But-
guy could honestly be like a fucking voice actor, dude.
Oh God, that's crazy. But
I watched. I went to go watch The Boy and the Heron.
You watched
how
it?
was it?
It was fine.
Yeah.
I was kind of thinking it has like so many like just reminds me of
You know what? Honestly, look, it's a fine movie. It's a fucking Ghibli movie,
yeah.
but it's just it honestly just feels and looks like parts from his other movies.
Yeah, what was the last one he did? With the little girl and then she goes into Spirited Away.
No, that wasn't the last one. I think the last one was something delivery service, wasn't it?
Kiki's Delivery Service. That's old.
Well, so is
I don't
Spirited
even
Away.
know if that one. Spirited Away isn't that as old? But I think
it's at least-
Howl's Moving Castle was.
Howl's Moving Castle is newer than Spirited
Yeah,
Away.
that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, I was.
Yeah, but which
incorrect.
are the ones that he made, Miyazaki? Because there are some that he didn't make, and it was just Studio Ghibli
Yeah.
that did them.
But I think this is still his movie, though. The
This
Boy
one,
and the
the
Heron?
Boy
Yeah.
and the Heron is his.
Nausicaa, I think is his one of his oldest
Yeah,
Miyazaki ones.
but it just feels like he just took elements and stuff from the other ones. Like,
That's what I.
hey,
that,
here's something that you liked from the other movies. It just this
That's
was like
what
the
I was-
weakest one.
Nostalgia.
This was the weakest one, and it was really disappointing.
well, I saw a
honestly.
comparison video of like all of the scenes they just show us.
Yeah,
And it just seems like a lot like
he's
from
just
his
ripping himself off.
from like every other
Yeah.
every other film that he's made,
That's what I'm
right?
saying. It's not bad, but it's not
Because
good in the
does it
sense
have
because
like
it's like
Princess Mononoke in
Oh,
there at
dude,
some point?
That's
Not
my
really,
favorite.
no,
That's
but
my
it's
favorite
just-
one.
I don't know they also do. He tries to do like this.
Is William Dafoe in that as well?
Yeah. isn't he-
I watched it. I watched it subbed. I didn't watch it dubbed.
Oh, okay.
Well, okay, yeah. Because that's the only way they released it so far, right?
Wait, was it Willem Dafoe or Robert Pattinson?
Robert Pattinson's in it as well.
Robert Pattinson's
But
the Heron.
Robert Pattinson sounds a lot like Willem Dafoe on that.
yeah, on that,
in that
one. If
fucking,
that's the voice of
in the
his, yeah.
voice.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute, that's fucking Robert Pattinson.
And
That's
also
a
kind of
trip.
like it's
It's
probably,
Pattinson.
probably taking pointers from fucking Willem
It's
Dafoe.
not really a
And I'm just gonna rip you off.
it's not really a spoiler, but I guess it can be a spoiler. The Heron's not the bad guy, if that's what you're thinking.
No, I was.
Okay.
I have no like I have no perception or no.
Yeah, they didn't
whatchamacallit.
even release anything. They make him look all freaky and weird.
That's
and
what I'm
shit.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, they like. Yeah,
Usually it's always the fucking humans. I mean, that's what Princess Mononoke is about, you know.
honestly,
Yeah.
I
It's
found
just
the whole thing kind
ruining
of just
nature
lackluster.
and
Lackluster.
It was like
The recent thing that I've watched, and I
I gotta
lied,
see it. I gotta check it out.
about considering how we're talking about Ghibli, it was the Spirited Away plays that they did, the theater plays. They had two of them where it was two different two actresses that played the thing. Her name is Chihiro,
Mhm.
the girl. And so I watched one of them and I was like, damn, that shit was fucking well produced. Like the sets were amazing. And then like they shifted everything like on like right like in real time as things were happening.
Yeah.
So like certain
well,
scenes.
it's a play. Yeah,
No, but I mean like I'm talking about like literally like the sets were rotating.
that's
So-
it's a play. That's common for plays.
But I haven't seen that happen like or like to that extent where it's like you had the center stage rotating essentially and
Yeah.
displaying different things in there or something like that. But it was honestly the play was really, really good. I mean, I don't think it's a 1-for-1. I mean, and it's really
Yeah.
hard to fucking, do something like that. But honestly, I think you should watch it
For which one?
for Spirited Away.
Oh yeah.
It's on HBO Max right now, I believe. So
Oh, they have the actual recorded play of it.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. I gotta check it
yeah,
out. Too.
it's really, really good. And there was at one point where how there's the three. Well, I'm assuming you've all watched Spirited Away, right? The three
Yeah.
heads, the three heads. It's one dude who's like he's wearing that fucking the thing that the sumo wrestlers wear.
Yeah.
and then
Like thong.
Yeah. But his head is painted like his head is painted green, and then he has two heads that are like fucking like props, right? And then his from the head down, it's basically just him basically ass naked with the fucking thong, and he's like controlling the heads. And I'm like, that is so fucking weird. Cause like everyone else, the stagehands are all wearing like fucking like these brown whatever costumes that they're wearing. And it's meant to blend in with the sets, right?
Yeah, the background is
but the
black
background
as
and
well.
stuff-
That
Yeah,
way,
the
it's
staging is
invisible.
invisible. Staging
but
is.
this guy is like literally butt naked. Fucking like this shit is just like, what the hell does
He
this not
turns
look
around
like?
and I was like, oh!
You see his cheeks. That motherfucker's cheeked up right there. And I'm like, God damn, bro, what the fuck? Leave some for your imagination.
You could just made him wear black pants or
But,
like
like,
stretchy pants.
It was really good. There was one point where because they were showing a scene where Chihiro gets on top of the dragon. I forgot what the dude's name was. Anyway.
Shenron?
No, not Shenron. Because the kid, well, not the kid, but he's a dragon. He's like a
I know.
yeah, but like
Shenron.
but he like there's a
That's
there's
his
a,
name?
No, that's not his name. But
That's
there's
Dragon Ball.
Yeah, that's Dragon Ball. But there's a scene where like she gets on top of him, right? And she's like, so the way that they did it is because they have a puppet dragon, right? And you could see it from the direction that they were filming it, where like you could see the stagehands holding the dragon and just like moving it around. And then they had the people who had the puppets, and then they had one extra dude that was meant to carry the chick, right?
Yeah.
As it was riding it. And then like it's getting to that point where she's gonna get on top of the dragon, and you see that dude just getting pumped up and ready for that shit.
Damn.
I was like, I saw his face and I just focused on that shit. I was like, God damn, he's getting ready for that shit.
Well, yeah, because I mean, you can't just be like la 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 la, and then just pick somebody up. All like you got your adrenaline running. Like,
If you're a badass, you can.
Fucking throws her off the stage. Just like the Spider-Man play. You
Oh
see
my
that
God,
shit?
I've never seen that.
That one was like.
You know that they're actually trying to make a real Spider-Man play.
No, I know, because that's the one where it was called Spider-Man Shut Off the Dark or some shit like that.
Yeah, and like,
And
dude,
when he would swing across the stage, I think there's a couple times where one of the wires would fuck up, so he'd be hanging sideways.
Yeah.
It was just a fucking disaster.
Yeah,
I don't think it
and
got
the-
released, right?
God.
That core had actually ripped a couple of times, and like they've had practiced it so many times to the point where like
Well, they
Spider-Man was
fucking-
the guy who plays Spider-Man was just getting injured all the time. So
What the
I don't know if it
Yeah.
got released, did it?
No,
yeah, they just scrapped
canceled.
it.
They scrapped it. Yeah,
That's fucking funny.
This was a long time
Yeah,
ago, like
that was a
during
long
the time of
ago.
the Raimi films, I think, or
Yeah.
a little bit after.
That makes
I don't
sense because they
remember.
were trying to like go in with that. Yeah.
all fucking like Shrek the play, and like
The Lion King has been
Oh,
around
Everything
forever.
was getting a play and
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
oh yeah, that Lion King actually was like one of the best ones
Green Day
for
had
a
a play.
while, and then they had the what
American
Green Day?
Idiot.
Green Day.
They did
Really? What the
American
fuck?
Idiot.
Yeah. American Idiot.
I seen it. It was good. It
I
wasn't
never
bad.
seen it, but I know that they
What
had
was
a play.
it called? The Mormon, or was it
The Book of Mormon?
Yeah, the
The
South
Book
Park
of
one.
Mormon.
That was a good one.
Color Purple, Phantom of the Opera. Well, Phantom of the Opera, I don't think is a play, but
I wish I got to see the Shrek one.
Disney on Ice.
Somebody
I actually went to one of the Disney on Ice.
Yeah, I remember going to them too as a kid.
I
and
remember. I
those
don't know
were-
if they sold like. I just have this vivid memory of me as a kid, and I don't know if my parents snuck it in. I think it was, but like Hawaiian rolls, and we were just in the bleachers, and I was eating a Hawaiian roll,
Throwing them at the-
fucking eating Hawaiian rolls, and then it's like,
watching
oh.
Snow White Snake and like fucking skating shit with the seven doors.
You see the old hag, it's like, boom, throw the fucking roll at her and shit. God, dude.
There's a fucking viral video of like this. It's a little black kid, right? And he's like right, literally in the front, like
Oh,
front
the
row.
Pumbaa?
Yeah, the fucking Pumbaa. Like, he's all misbehaving, and the Pumbaa comes sliding in and puts its arms like over the.
He
fucking,
almost hops the barricade.
Yeah, the barricade,
in front of the kid.
and the kid's like, fuck.
He freaks out. Yeah.
Seriously scared of
That's
fucking
fucked up.
like child fucking like.
fucking child trauma right there.
Like, what is it called?
Core memory.
Core memory trauma, dude. Like
core
He
memory.
looks scared to
I know,
death,
it's
bro.
fucking hilarious.
Like all fucking shrieking and shit. That's what he gets, fucking kid, dude.
That's fucked up, dude.
Puts his fucking because I guess he's skiing
He's
on
skating on fucking all fours.
Yeah.
So when he lifts his fucking hooves up, you see the
You
fucking
see the
skates
blades?
on the blades under the costume.
Oh,
It's just-
God.
that shit's funny, dude.
Dude, that sounded like it was almost a fucking, what you call it, an accident waiting to happen.
Nah, he just tried to scare him to fucking calm the fuck down. The kid was about to like jump over and shit.
Did you call me a pig? Oh, he doesn't like it when you call him pig. That is Mr. Pig to you.
Remember that fucking show? He did a Timon and Pumbaa show.
I love that show.
That shit was
That
badass.
was a cool show. That
I
was
was
like
like,
peak
why the
Disney.
voices don't sound the same?
I actually recently watched the Lion King 2 as well. The first
movie?
one. Yeah, the movie.
The animated one?
The animated
Oh,
one,
okay.
yeah.
That
Well,
shit's,
I
that
caught
shit
the
was
last bit of
fucking
it. Yeah.
badass, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know. Fuck, dude. Like, I don't want to get really into it because I know it's going to take all our time just talking shit again about Disney. But, like, fuck, dude. They just need to stop with the fucking real movies. You know?
They need to stop with everything for a little bit and like
I don't want to
reevaluate
talk about
everything.
this. Let's just get
I
it. Let's move on.
know.
We've already spent too many episodes
know,
talking about
fuck,
this. Let's move
everybody's
on
like,
to something
"Damn,
else.
dude."
Yeah. It's like I fucking jokingly said to my friends, this is like the Star Wars podcast because honestly, every conversation does end up being Star Wars. So let's just move on.
Yeah.
Damn it! This is a Star Wars podcast. And what? Not kidding.
Well, cause I know you guys don't want to go, but like they're fucking freaking out trying to figure out what to do with fucking Kang now.
Yeah.
Like that's a big fucking deal for them.
When you saw that fucking thing I sent you, they replaced the end credits of Ant-Man.
They're saying
because Kang beat the shit out of his what?
the last I remember,
he just got rid of him.
there's leaks supposedly saying that they wanted to do the X-Men, but with just like the majority of the female characters.
Honestly, bro, the way it is, I just fucking like leave it alone, dude. I don't even want to fucking see the X-Men. I want to see that like the animated one because it's a complete continuation X-Men of the 90s cartoon.
Dude,
At this
gonna
point,
suck.
yeah, it's
It's
like
gonna
I don't,
suck.
I have
You're not gonna-
no hopes for that. Honestly, any
Man,
Marvel property, even like we said the last time, like
You
or
can't
how-
destroy my hopes and dreams, okay?
Deadpool
We're
3.
not. Disney is.
Deadpool 3, I'm not excited for it,
That's the sad
honestly.
part about it. Like you can't even be positive about these fucking
Yeah.
things anymore, bro. At this point,
It just
Okay.
it is what it is.
So we'll move from that. You
Yeah.
said you watched Leave the World Behind.
yeah,
You liked it?
I liked it. Yeah,
Really? See,
Pumbaa's a good actor. What's his name? The guy's gonna play Blade.
I don't remember his name.
Mahershala
Yeah.
Ali,
Yeah.
he's a good actor.
Really good actor, dude.
I saw him in that movie Moonlight. That movie was fucking something, dude.
He was in that. He
Yeah.
was he was the guy who took over the kid, huh?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Dude, okay. In that movie, the only two good characters are him and Ethan Hawke, bro. All the other ones are horrible people.
Ethan Hawke is like all like plain though. Like he just plays like the fucking like the guy who just tries to calm his wife all the time. But I liked it. The ending, I understand everybody hates the ending, and it is kind of weird how they just ended that with, just with nothing.
You know why
like,
though, right? You know the whole point of that?
Well, you just show a girl going down into the like.
No, but okay. The whole
Are you guys gonna spoil it? So
Oh, do you want me not to?
no, I don't mind it. It's just like
Okay,
more so
yeah,
for the
it'll be
viewers.
spoiled.
Were you
spoilers.
ever gonna watch it or?
I didn't even know about this movie, so I
It's a
don't really
Netflix
care.
movie that just came out.
I
Everybody's
really
talking
don't
about it.
care, so it's
All
like,
right, so if we're gonna talk about spoilers. So throughout the movie, she's obsessed with the show Friends,
mhm.
and she's almost done with it, and then all the electronics basically stopped working. So she wasn't able to finish Friends because she never got to watch the last episode, and like that's her sole motivation in this movie. Like
to watch Friends. The
that's
final.
all she cares about. It doesn't matter that the fucking world is falling apart. She's not interested in that. She's
Is it
just
supposed to be a comedy?
No.
What the fuck?
she's just interested in Friends. Like that is her obsession. The
That's-
movie ends where she finds a bunker stocked with food and all this other stuff. And then there's a
The
wall.
little girl?
Yeah.
That was their kid?
That was Ethan Hawke's and Julia Roberts' kid.
It was?
Yeah.
She was alone though, right?
Was her, the parents, and the brother.
And they actually show them find that spot. in
She
the
only
end?
finds it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But that's my thing is like, okay, so she finds the bunker, the food and everything, it's stocked up because you'll find out some people seen this coming or we're just preparing for an eventuality like this. And one of the walls, it's a library of just movies, like DVDs and shit like that. And of course, Friends is in there. So she sits and she watches the movie
Mhm.
or she starts watching the show and it cuts to black. That's the end of the movie. But before that, It's the Julia Roberts character and one of the other main characters. They're off looking at the city of New York, and a nuke has just gone off like a dirty bomb. So there's shit
I
going on.
didn't see that fucking part.
No?
Fuck. This
How
is the
fucked
thing
up
I
were
said
you?
about fucking watching movies while I'm drinking.
Yeah, see, no. It's so okay.
Dude, it actually fucking makes sense now then.
So the way it ends, where it's like, oh, it just ends, and people are like, well, what happens next? The director's whole point was, you're just like the little girl. You're too reliant on media. You're just waiting for that end, you need to know how it ends. Like that. His whole message is like, we're too reliant on technology and all this other bullshit.
How do you extrapolate that from what?
Because that's the double meaning of it. The only reason I got
crazier shit that happens.
The
though.
only reason I know this much,
I don't think that
because I had to fucking go and look into it to fucking like this is why I didn't like it. This is one of those movies where you have to do homework to understand the shit that's fucking
like
going
sort
on.
of like Bird Box.
No, it's okay.
You know that whole.
It's like
you know
it's
what
like
I'm talking about though, right?
Yeah, I know.
The whole the whole fucking thing was based on Twitter. That whole movie.
Well, Bird Box is actually based off a book.
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah.
like the way they directed it, yeah.
Okay, but
They're just basically saying like everybody's like just too stupid and blind to see what the fucking real world is, and they're like there's monsters around when they're just creating them on online, and that's basically what the whole fucking meaning of like the direction of that movie went.
okay, so
But when they pointed that out, like because it's only obvious, when you break it down.
but okay,
But
so for like this
doesn't
movie,
give me that. It doesn't give me the whole point of like.
but that's the point of it.
Is that what the director like?
That's
said?
the thing.
So wait, the
Because-
director's saying that the ending is that. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Everyone's search to get something explained to them, or to see the ending beyond. Or
His whole point is, you're just like this little girl.
That like I don't know if it is, then that's pretty stupid because
that's pretty
Exactly.
stupid. That doesn't make
it
any
has
sense.
a lot of like kind of it gives me that
Because
fucking
if
Red
you- okay, if
Dawn
you-
fucking feeling. Because
I know, if you think
remember when
about
he's
it, though,
driving and
I-
there's all this weird propaganda flying
I know,
flyers,
but that's
just planes dropping flyers.
that's what I'm
and
trying to
it's-
explain to you.
It's in India.
That's what I'm trying to explain to you. All that stuff that happens when you take the end of the movie into consideration. What did any of that stuff matter if you're just getting the beginning of all that stuff happening, and then it ends where there's I don't know if there's going to be a sequel, but it just ends. So all that stuff that matters, you're like, okay, maybe they lived, maybe they died, I don't know.
Maybe
again,
the movie was
this
made
is-
for us to talk about
I
it
can-
in
I
this
can-
sense
I
and just
can-
fight about each other with it. That's kidding.
I can understand him making that ending just because it's like, I don't want to conform to having to like give people a solid ending or something like that. And I want people to like kind of
But see,
extrapolate.
there's a way to do that.
No, but I mean, that's what
and
I'm saying.
Christopher Nolan did it really well in Inception.
That's what I'm trying to say. It's
Yeah.
like there's a way for you to do that to where people go into their own fucking like, their
But,
own
okay,
interpretation
here's
of the
other thing,
movies.
too.
But
It's make of this what you will. The movie, I don't remember if it was produced or executive produced by the Obamas.
What?
There's a lot of stuff in that movie.
Oh, this shit's getting too political.
Exactly. In the town that they go to where they're renting the Airbnb, that's the first place where Europeans landed.
Oh, so this is what everybody's been talking about online about the Obama movie?
Yep.
What?
That where they're vacationing in that Airbnb where that town is, that's historically in history, that's where the slaves first showed up to start being, that's where they first landed to start getting like shipped out and sold into slavery and stuff like that. There's certain numbers that show up like on a radio station where he's driving. It's like 16 something. If you go to that, it's the year of, I forgot what, but again, it has to do with slavery. The cargo ship that runs into the beach, the name of it, I believe, is the name of the ship that brought the first slaves over. Again, this is stuff that I had to look up because none of the other stuff made sense to me.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean?
Stupid.
So it has a lot of subliminal like messages
Exactly.
in it.
That's
then.
what I'm saying. Like there's no.
Well, that's so like.
But again, not knowing that didn't affect my watch of it. This is just stuff I came.
Yeah, but I mean, it's
there's other
stupid.
stuff that I had to like look up because like
I
don't
like that
get
type
this.
of shit though,
Or
dude.
maybe I'm just too dumb to fucking understand it. But I don't.
And like the other thing too is like, okay, when the Blade shows up with his daughter
Blade.
Well, because I don't remember the actor's name. So when they
What's
show
his
up,
name?
Mahershala Ali.
yeah, Ali, right?
Mahershala Ali.
Okay.
Yeah.
What?
Mahershala Ali.
I'm just gonna call him
Mahershala.
Ali. When he shows up with his daughter, right? And then Julia, Robert, and Anthony Hawke open the door. Everyone's fucking like ragging on Julia Hart's character for being racist.
It's Mahershala Ali, not
Okay.
Mahershala Ali.
So
Mahershala.
they're calling her racist, which I can kind of get that. But when I was watching it, I wasn't taking it as she was being racist because she's like, "Oh, this is your house. Can I have proof that this is your house?" Because he's using it as an Airbnb. They're renting it from him when all this happens, and he shows up super sketchy. By the way,
You should,
Like-
you
Wait, I'm
should
sorry.
just,
I
you should
missed.
just watch it, dude.
Yeah,
It's,
I'll just watch it
I
because,
liked
quite
it.
frankly, it's
Yeah,
like
There's no reason for us to like break
watch
down
it
or-
because I was really let down.
You
by
have
it.
Netflix? Like, just watch it on Netflix or
Because
some
there's
other
so much that
magical way.
happens, but at the end of it, nothing happens.
the Pirate Bay.
It's really weird. Like I don't, and it was like, I sat through the whole thing because like, well, what's gonna happen next? And by the end of it, I'm like,
Okay, so like let me just ask you this question. From what you saw in the movie, did you in any sort of sense get the feeling this was like a political movie or not political, but that it had to
Could I ask you a
go
personal
for it.
question? Did you hear about the controversy before or after you saw the movie?
I didn't know anything about the movie before I seen it.
Oh, okay. But then when you read into it,
Well, and that was my point. It was like, so I was hyped for the movie because the trailers look cool and they don't
Yeah.
explain in the trailers what's going on. So I was like, I want to know what's going on.
so
And as I was watching the movie, it's like over 2 hours or 2 hours
Yeah.
and some change. And as I was watching, I was like, fuck, like it kind of fucked up my day because I was like, I need to keep watching. And by the time everything ended, I'm like, so she got her last episode and that's how it ends. Like literally right after, like you see like a fucking, like a nuke dirty bomb going off in New York and shit and all this other happening. And that's just how it ends. It kind of felt like all that other stuff, like this world fucking changing stuff is happening. And it's like, it doesn't really matter at the end because it just ends with
there's
this
no
kid.
resolution
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
saw it. I like. So okay, so this is my other question, real quick, before I get into this part.
And the daughter's
Did you
annoying.
enjoy it when it ended that way without you knowing about all that other shit?
No.
You didn't like it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I saw what I said.
from the beginning, he said that he wasn't like he was.
Yeah.
He
Before
wasn't.
you heard about all that Obama
Yeah.
shit.
Well, I mean, I don't even think the Obama shit comes into
It's
play
not the
with it.
Obama
Like,
stuff. Like, I don't care about that stuff.
No,
That's
no,
just
no,
stuff
no,
I
no.
learned
I
along
know,
the way.
No, but I was just asking because like for me, like I honestly just thought like, well, that's the fucking end, you know, like because I thought that's what the whole movie was gonna be about. It's just the end of the world, you know.
yeah.
But
So when it ended with her watching it, I'm like, oh, they're all fucked. You know, it's not even
But
just
see,
that.
that's the thing. You
'Cause
don't
they're-
know because she finds the bunker so they can all be living under
They
there being
mentioned
safe.
shit though. They had mentioned something about like space or something in the movie or some like catastrophic event happening.
Well, no,
Like
it's
the
all
world was gonna happen.
No, the satellites. It's so okay. They first they frame it of like we're being invaded, like this is invasion tactics. Like there's a foreign country that's invading us and they're fucking us over. But then it turns into like, is it really another country, or is this our own government doing it and we're fucking going into a civil war?
Yeah.
It's ambiguous. So that's the real shit that's going on. But then when she finds the bunker, it specifically shows it. You know, they have plants. They're growing plants. They have fucking water. They have a pantry just stocked full of fucking food. Here's the other thing. All that food in there is food that was racially insensitive.
Oh, it was.
It was all and they had Aunt Jemima in
Dude, I
there
gotta watch.
with the black lady on it. The what is it? The Uncle Ben shit with the black guy on it. There's other shit on there, and it was specifically that stuff where you can see it. So again, they're fucking pushing this message of like, you know what I mean? It's like, and I don't
But
like.
wait, hold on. Like, was there any inclination throughout the whole movie that it was a movie
So these
about?
are just like small
No,
Easter
and
eggs.
that's what I'm saying. Like, so when I seen that, when I first watched the movie and they showed the pantry like stocked full of foods, like, okay, so I'm assuming at some point in my head after the movie ended, I'm assuming she finished the episode, she went, found her family and found Ali's and his daughter, told him like, hey, we should be cool. This is what I found.
Mm-hmm.
Not until I went in and like started looking into the movie and what like actually was going on, did I start in the breakdown seeing like, oh yeah, and if you notice in the pantry scene, all these are like fucking foods and labels that were redone because of public outcry for blah 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 blah. But in my first initial reaction, I didn't key in on like, hey, there's Aunt Jemima with the black lady on it, because that's not where my mind went to. That's not what I was thinking about. But now I'm wondering, is like, was I supposed to be looking for that stuff?
Yeah,
like I don't.
That's the thing. It's like if throughout the whole movie you didn't get a sense that it was going to be that sort of film where it was trying to point out like, you know, like
that. And see, that's the thing. Like I said, when
I
Julia
think-
Roberts and Ethan Hawke first meet Ali and his daughter, a lot of people are saying like she's really hostile towards them and being really racist. And they're even
Yeah.
saying like the way the shot is even framed, because they're in the house and it's lit and they're outside and it's dark, which, you know, dark and light, white and black, whatever, fine. But if that's how you want to take it, me watching it the first time, I was like, bro, like this is some person she's okay. And here's the other thing. So this is some person she's never fucking met, never talked to, right? He shows up to the house. He's like, this is my house. You know, there's a blackout. Can we come in? She has a fucking family to worry about. You know what I mean? Like, I don't, like, how is, you're just assuming she's being racist because she's white and he's black.
You could see that happening. You're like, why is she being so uptight? You know, she's being a Karen. But like later
when you
on,
think about it,
when you think about it, like, yeah, it's true. Like, you don't know if that's really their house or not.
And there's,
his
it even goes to a
being
point,
really like,
he's being shady too.
Huh?
He's being shady though. Because as he's telling her the story, like, you know, the circumstance for when they get there.
He's lying.
His story changes a little bit and she's catching on to it. And it even goes to the part where, you know, her and Ethan Hawke like talk, be like, you know, what the fuck do we do? And she's like, I don't want him here. My fucking kids are here. And he's like, well, you know, he seems nice enough. And at one point she asked him straight, I was like, well, can I see your ID? Ethan Hawke gets mad. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? She's like, I think it's a fair, you know, question given the situation. He's like, oh yeah, of course. And he goes for his wallet and he's like, wouldn't you believe it? I don't have my wallet. So it's set up to be like, you know what I mean? Like to me, I never got racist from it because the way it was set up was just, it's just a shady situation. And he happens to be black and they happen to be white. Like, I don't know. To me, if you're inclined, your message was to be like, there's a racial tension. I didn't get that because at least for me, it wasn't done right.
See,
and then his daughter was super hostile the whole time.
Yeah,
and really fucking weird.
You would have to see the whole movie to like understand it now. But now that you know what he said about all that shit, about like the stuff that I never even noticed and the stuff that's like detailed in there for you to make you think that way, it just makes me think like, wait a minute, like I didn't think anything like that. Is it just because like, is it because like is a movie like making you like
and see
go
again
into like trying to see who or what is racist? Like I didn't even think about that once at all.
Okay.
I just thought that both families were just going through a really like hard fucking like weird situation where they know that like, you know, the phones are like they can't use communication, you know.
There's no internet.
The fucking boat goes into the fucking beach. And I'm like, oh, some weird shit's going on, you know, like something's definitely wrong.
Here's the other thing too, where
I did like acknowledge the stuff about, but like once he says about all that other stuff that's in there that they released and like people saw it by seeing it like a second time or just finding those simple details, like I don't know, that shit's just kind of weird to me. Like
and this before I know you got it, but this is another thing, and it's not just me. Like I know the way it sounds like I'm not just picking, or I didn't just look at reviews or explanations where it's like people that maybe lean to the right. There's literally a scene in the movie where the daughter and the dad, Ali and his daughter in the movie are sleeping in the basement of the Airbnb, right? And she even says like, you know,
wait, I'm confused about something. So the house was Mahershala Ali's house,
their holiday home.
Their holiday home, and they Airbnb'd it, right? Okay.
To Julia Roberts.
And they're in there during vacation to get away because they're like they've had a stressful whatever, and they're getting on a little small getaway. And Ali shows up with his daughter because all this weird shit is happening, and basically he gets there because he has like. He knows what's going on. You find out he's worked with people who are like really really rich, right? Or where does he work for?
He was in like
contracting.
no, he was like in some sort of financing. So like
yeah.
he would move money for like uber rich people.
So later on, you find out that he knows that these like rich people are like leaving. They only leave or they message you to get out of town only when it's like something fucking some shit is going down. You know,
he basically went there because he knew because of so he in this story he explains
there's also a gun there. You find out
he
that like,
he
goes to get some
explains
fucking stuff. Yeah.
He explains it to Julia Roberts' character at some point where he says, because through the whole thing, you know, he knows more about what's going on than anyone else there.
Mm-hmm.
He may not know everything, but he knows something's going on, and he lets it out eventually. Where he's like, one of my clients, who's a big kind of like military contractor kind of guy. All of a sudden, one day he's like, he decided to pull a bunch of money out, and then he goes this into the long story. But the point is, he's like,
and he kind of gives him a heads up, right?
He goes like, hey, take care of yourself. So which leads him to be like, okay, something's going to happen.
Something's going down. Yeah,
that's why they go to the Airbnb to get out of the city to try to be safer. But the point that I was going to say is, like I was saying, and yes, some of the reviews and the breakdowns were a little bit more right leaning.
Yeah,
that I was watching, but I did watch others where it was just a straight review and just straight like kind of Easter egg things. But the part that really lost me in the movie, and this was way before the end, there's a scene where Ali and his daughter, like I said, are sleeping in the basement because all the other bedrooms are occupied because they fucking rented it out. And now Julia Roberts and her family are stuck there because they can't get back to the city. And they even tell him, Ali even tells him, like, what the fuck are you going back to the city for? It's dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, well, we're going to go to her sister's. And he's like, but you still have to get through the city. Like, it's fucked up. You should stay here. The daughter's complaining because, it's their house and blah, 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 blah. Anyways, there's a scene where she's kind of scared. So she's like, hey, can you sleep in the bed with me? Just because, dad-daughter thing. It's just, she's seeking comfort from her father.
Yeah.
And she's lecturing him about like, you're trusting these people, but, and given the situation, she's like, trust shouldn't be dealt out to anyone this easily. And she literally says, especially to white people. And even mom would agree with that. Like, out of nowhere, like, the fuck does that even mean?
Well, I mean, I think that's something that we probably, I can understand.
You know what? Honestly, just watch it and then we'll talk about it more after.
But okay,
that way you could just give us.
Knowing that part, you have to have seen all the other stuff. She's a fucking cunt in the movie, bro. Like, unnecessarily.
Yeah, but
like she's like weird throughout the whole movie, and then you're like, she goes into with her own bias already.
Yeah, let's just stop it there, and just let me ask you this question, because like this is what
also let me just bring it up real quick. Like, it's not just like airplanes falling out of the air and like ships going into beaches. There's weird shit happening. Like, these deers all like fucking
that's the other shit I didn't get.
Literally fucking like bunch up into like fucking hundreds of them and just start staring down Ali's daughter, and like they're gonna fucking like they're gonna kill her, like just deer in the forest, because I think she goes out there into the.
They're searching for the daughter, the
Julia
Roberts
Julia
kid.
Roberts' daughter, and like they go to check the shack that's like in the little forest area, and like, dude, literally Julia Roberts like comes into the rescue and just starts like waving her hands up and down, like, and screaming like.
There's a scene where like it's raining.
She starts doing it too, and like the deer like kind of just staring them down, and he just take off after. So that's kind of the reason why I'm like, oh, there's some real shit's happening, you know?
Yeah, there's a scene where all of a sudden it's like raining outside, and like a bunch of flamingos show up and just chill in the pool for a little bit.
Oh yeah,
like there's random shit like that where like there's something going on, but it's never explained why or how. Like,
oh, let me just ask you this question, because we all saw Nope, right?
Yes.
So Nope has some like little undertones here and there about stuff like that. In comparison to that, do you feel like Nope did it better than this movie?
Nope did it better because that wasn't the point of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, it's different, like, where I'll even say, like, I'll even go as far as to say like Night of the Living Dead.
Mm-hmm.
It's the point of the movie without being the point of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's done
That's a
really
good
well.
point.
This one, it's kind of like I said, where the daughter's like, you can't trust anyone, especially white people.
Yeah.
Like that's just straight up obvious. And that's, like it or not, that's still racism.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like
Honestly,
there was
now
no.
that he has brought all that stuff up, I'm gonna watch it again. Just because I love that kind of Easter egg shit, you know?
No, because that's what makes
And then
me
you'd be like,
makes me
what the
wonder.
fuck?
Oh,
He
real
was-
quick,
he
the
was
other one too.
right,
I
you
don't
know?
remember what it meant or what the purpose of it, but you know, in the like real quick, they show a map of the United States of all the areas in the country affected by what's going on, and more towards the East Coast, one or a couple of the states is kind of gone, and it's a barcode, and so people froze it, and they with their phones they took a picture of it and they took them to some website.
Oh,
So
yeah?
there's shit
This
like
is
that.
some fucking science kind of shit,
Well,
dude.
the reason why I'm asking is because it makes me wonder if they were trying to make like a Jordan Peele film in that
No.
regard, or if they were trying to like kind of like follow that example
Well,
of how
it
Jordan
reminds
Peele.
me of Lost, and like also like all the little Easter eggs that like
No, but not even in that regard. This is like Jordan Peele always hid something in his movies where like if you kind of like you could easily gloss over it, but then
I would if I was going to compare it to him, I would compare it to Get Out, because Get Out was just a straight
Cloverfield
up
did the same thing.
black white person.
Yeah.
Black white dynamic.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that this movie was like that, but
No, but I mean like what I'm
Get
trying
Out,
to
you knew specific
that's what I'm
exactly
trying to
what
say.
the message
yeah,
was.
that's what I'm trying to say. Like it's
And in looking into this movie, I'm like, but even looking into the movie, I'm like, okay,
because even
it's about our reliance on technology, but it's also about race and stuff and inequality.
so do you feel like the whole race thing was shoot in just to kind of make a point, or just to kind of like make it?
I mean,
Because like okay, like based on what you think about the movie, what did you think the movie was initially about?
I just thought it was going to be like,
No, after you watched it, or what did you think the movie was about?
after I watched it,
Yeah.
I mean, I just assumed, like he said, like a Red Dawn type of thing, but we don't know because like I said, in the beginning, it was set up to be like a Red Dawn thing. And towards the end, I got vibes as like, well, at least me got the vibe of like, well, maybe it's our own government doing this and it's just, they're starting a civil war.
Okay.
So I don't know.
But
then
yeah,
again,
You do get the like you think it's like it's going like half of like the country's gonna go to war with each other, but then you start seeing like the flyers, and what was it written on? It looked like India, right?
Okay,
like,
okay. So there's a scene where
Ethan Hawke.
yeah, Ethan Hawke, he's driving. Oh, and I'll bring that up too. There's another part.
We're going
So-
too deep into this though.
No,
like,
okay, but there's
it's
a
taking
scene
too
where
much time.
he's driving and there's a drone coming and he thinks it's like releasing gas, but when it reaches it's releasing pamphlets or flyers and they're all red and it's stuff written in, I don't know the specific language, but it's Middle Eastern writing.
So maybe like Arabic or something.
Something like that, because even the son goes like, oh, that says death to
Oh,
America.
yeah.
And it's set up because he was gaming and shit.
Yeah,
It's like,
'cause-
oh, I recognize
yeah.
that from my game. So later on, they go, because the son ends up getting sick, they go to Kevin Bacon's house to try to get medicine. And so Ali tells Ethan Hawke, he's like, hey, show him the flyer. And he shows it to him and he's like, hey, it says death to America. And fucking Bacon's character goes like, oh yeah, I know about this. He's like, my buddy in San Diego says they dropped them, but over there all the writing's in Korean.
Oh.
So it's one of those where it's
crazy.
It's kind of like, it doesn't let you know anything. So by the end of it, you're like, I guess it doesn't really matter anymore because it could have been we're invading. It could have been us doing it to ourselves. I don't know.
Mhm.
But the point was for you to not know.
And what did the director said? You said
Okay, and our reliance on technology and all this stuff. Because there's another scene, where that lady's screaming in Spanish.
Yeah.
Did you notice that anything she said didn't have subtitles?
I know, but I understood.
No, I know.
She was
But see,
speaking
that's the thing.
Spanish.
I didn't see when I
Probably
was
that's
watching
why
it.
that part didn't make sense after. And when he left her, I was like, that's pretty fucked up of him. So it does kind of like make you seem like
And see, that's the thing.
that is a scene where you're like, what a fucking asshole. Because she's just knocking at the door and speaking in Spanish to either like, help me, like, can you give me a ride? Like I have no like in the middle.
No, but I
of,
mean, like him,
in the middle
him
of
detailing
nowhere.
that.
So,
there
but
wasn't
okay,
any
here's the
subtitle.
thing.
So it
So when I
probably does
watched
have,
it,
like, those
it
type
wasn't
of
like
messages.
it didn't dawn on me that there was no subtitles because I caught most of, if not everything she was saying through virtue of being able to fucking speak and understand Spanish.
Yeah.
But when I was looking at it, they were saying it was very specific that they didn't have subtitles because again, if
They were
it gave
trying
us
to, like-
subtitles, that's our reliance on technology. And again, they're like, yes, he was an asshole for leaving, but in that situation, he didn't have Google Translate and shit like that. So what was he supposed
That's
to do?
fucking stupid. I'm
But
sorry.
see, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's
That's
just
such
and
a.
it just felt really heavy-handed.
It's someone who was trying to be like, oh, like just trying to be. It sounds so condescending from
And
his
I don't
part.
look. I'm not trying to.
And I'm not even
I
talking
really
about.
want you to watch the movie,
But that just
but I
sounds.
need you to watch it with this context now.
That's so condescending though. Like that whole idea is like, oh, it's because everyone needs to be told everything in their reliance on technology. That's bullshit. Get the fuck out of here. You can make that point without doing like subtle things like that. Come on now.
Like
And it's like not even subtle. It's like it's stupid. It's like it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, we didn't show you because we wanted you to look it up or
and like here's the other thing, and if people seem to just like ignore it or gloss over it or just not realize it. Like when because I only seen it once, but after I watched it, and after that scene, I'm like, what a fucking dick. You know what I mean? Like he just. And like I go, I get it. He doesn't understand her. She doesn't understand him. I get that you're freaking out. But given the context of everything that's happening, wouldn't you just be like, fuck it, just hop in? You know, okay, but he
well,
didn't.
I mean, no, that depends on the person.
I know.
too. Like, you get me? Like,
but okay, even after that, there's a scene where he's talking to Ali's daughter. And he kind of has a moment where he kind of breaks down a little bit and he's like, I fucking like he feels guilt and remorse for it.
mhm.
But everyone's like kind of just glossing over that. But again, like you said, I can't really fault him because he has no one knows what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It could be a trap
Yeah.
for all he knows.
Yeah,
It's just-
definitely.
I get what they're trying to do, but the way they did it just seemed really heavy handed and just kind of, I don't know, man.
One of the things that I like, and I think it's stupid of me to fucking say this, but not stupid in the sense that I've been doing what I've been doing, but it's just maybe just I think I might be wrong in this regard. But I've been not watching but listening to a lot of videos of this YouTuber called FD Signifier, and basically what he does is he's a black content creator, and he does a lot of video essays about basically everything that black people and so forth and all that stuff. Black people in media, black people in what you call it, in music and all this stuff, and just like making it's an essay about, and criticism of how a lot of things that affect black people and how black people are seen in society and everything like that. But the most recent video that I listened to was talking about how the video was titled let me look it up. Whole point is it was a essay about how black kids are in a bad spot, and like when you watch the video, also black boys are not safe. That's the title of the video. And I was like watching I was sharpening knives because like all our kitchen knives are fucking dull, and I just got a whetstone, and I find that to be very therapeutic. Yeah. Like honestly, like it's like you're fucking there with a whetstone.
Watching what was that again?
No, I wasn't even watching it. I was listening
Fuck
to
these
it.
colors.
No, it wasn't even like that. It was just one of those things where it's like I need something in the background while I'm doing this because quite frankly, I'm not gonna lie, like sharpening knives is very therapeutic.
I'm not judging you for that.
I'm just fucking
No,
around.
I know, but like I just want to go into that spiel. Like honestly, it's like you're focusing on trying to get that edge and everything like that, and it's like I don't know. It's
therapeutic.
It is therapeutic. I'm not gonna lie. So I was doing that, and I was like, I need something to like
you used
listen
to do that back then too when we used to work together.
Yeah.
Used to have,
and it's like I just need something to listen
everyone always
to.
fucking asked for his fucking knife sharpener.
I had a little fucking small stone that I would use to. So it was like I was doing that, and I was like, okay, I'm listening to this video, and it was he brought in a lot of different shows that were shows of black people and stuff like that, or that included black people. He was talking about, or one of the main examples that he was using was the Bel Air remake that they did, which was like the what was supposed to be like the Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
Yeah.
And he was like going into it, and I'm like, and I haven't seen the show, but he was using the show as examples of how like the different kinds of like quote unquote this is gonna sound really bad, but how even black people within themselves, they perceive certain kind of people to be certain kind of people, like and stuff like that. And it's like he's just going into that whole ethos and everything. So I've been listening to this guy's stuff, and it's brought a different perspective for me. So when you're talking about like the little girl being like, oh, we shouldn't be trusting white people and so forth, it makes sense. I mean, like it's very in your face about it, but I understand it. Like based on what I've listened to and everything like that, it makes sense to me why there would be a black person that's fucking apprehensive of like trusting white people and stuff like that. But I don't know, because one of his FD signifiers is criticism about.
So you're going off of stereotypes and stuff like that. Is
no,
that what
it's
he's
not
doing?
even. No, he's not even doing that. It's just one of those things where it's like, I mean, like throughout history, black people have been fucked over by white people.
I mean, not just black people, but
I'm talking about like in general, like black people apart from slavery, even after slavery, after the civil rights
again,
movements.
not just black people, but I get you.
But I mean, again, like this is a movie this is a movie that features black people, and therefore we're talking about that context overall in general. So like, this is so the criticism one of the criticisms that he had made is how like certain times in media, where basically his criticism was that when black people are featured in media, a lot of times they have to make them digestible for non-black people. And so then that's the only way the people can kind of, in some sort of way, I guess, feel sympathetic towards black people in this media. And it's it's not like the accurate way, or not an accurate, portrayal of what black people are. You get me? Like, and so then I can see why people might feel a little bit more apprehensive when they hear, something that's like maybe directly or very antagonizing of other people, if that makes sense.
Okay. So, all right. I get what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't add this part because I didn't think it was relevant, but now I think I have to, because again, like I said, the only characters I liked were Ali's and Ethan Hawke's.
Mm-hmm.
All the other characters, Julia Roberts, Ali's daughter, the black daughter,
mm-hmm.
the young little fucking the friend's daughter, and the son, they're all horrible people. So that same scene where she says, "Don't trust can't be dealt out to anyone, especially not white people." Literally right before that, there's a scene where her and Ethan Hawke are outside smoking vape, getting high, right? So after that, this is back to the scene where she tells that, don't trust white people. Right before that, she goes like, oh yeah, like she's talking to her dad about Ethan Hawke's character. Is like, yeah, he 100% wants to fuck me. And he goes, what? Did he say that? He's like, no, he didn't say that, but you can totally tell. He'll never do that, but he wants to.
Mm-hmm.
Who says that? The daughter tells that too?
The daughter tells that to fucking
I
Ali.
remember that fucking scene.
And the only context you had was like her conversation.
The son's the one that wants to fuck her.
Well, yeah, but he's a teenage boy. Yeah, he's just perving on her.
He's staring at her while she's in the pool.
The only real context you have from that was the conversation that you heard, basically the whole thing, aside from when they cut to other scenes where her and Ethan are talking.
I don't remember that part.
And she literally starts the conversation. It's like, did you ever fuck any of your students? So she's already going in hostile 100% of the time. So I get what you're saying, but it's like at some point, you know what I mean? Like at some point you got to be fucking.
Oh, mind you, I'm not. I mean, I
get what you're saying. No, I get what you're, but my thing is,
I don't understand why that's being brought into this conversation of what I'm talking about.
That was like the whole, no, what I'm saying is the whole, you can't trust people, especially white people, was just kind of the final straw. I was like, you're just being a bitch this whole movie. And now you're throwing that in where it's like, I could understand where that comes from, that mistrust of historically, yes, but you go in the whole time just not giving a fuck about these people. Like there's a point where he's talking about where the deer were gonna fuck her up. Before that happens, her and Julia Roberts are in that little shack, and she breaks down and is like, "You don't care." And she's like, "You don't care that my mom's probably dead," and blah 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 blah. And Julia Roberts is like, "I do care. It's just." But I'm like, through this whole movie, like you don't give a fuck
that's just her character. She's a bitch,
but, But again, through the whole movie, you don't give a fuck about their situation. They're not home. They're stuck away from home. They have no fucking idea what's going on. You, through virtue of your dad, have a better idea and handle of what's going on. You're there because you're searching for her daughter who is lost, and yet you're complaining that she doesn't care that your mom might be dead. Maybe because she has other priorities, because she has a family. Maybe it's not a fucking race thing. Maybe it's just a human thing of like, hey, my kid is gone. My other kid, he's fucking sick with something. I have no idea what's going on with him. You know what I mean?
In the movie,
you have
we're
to
just
watch the
getting too
movie.
much in
Yeah,
here.
you
I'm
have to watch
gonna
it.
watch
there's
it
just
because
too much
Cliff-
detail
yeah.
later on because you feel all comfort. We're like, oh, I guess I was wrong about these characters.
And I'm not defending
Julia Roberts ends up saving Ali's daughter, and fucking Ali ends up saving Ethan Hawke's son's fucking
And
by
that's
pointing
the-
a gun
yeah.
at fucking Kevin Bacon, and he's like, I need that medicine. Basically,
This is the weird part. Ali's character,
it's just a contradiction. Basically, that's the only thing I got out
Ali's
of
I
it.
forgot about the
Yeah.
Starburst.
I know,
I
dude.
know. I almost wanted to say it, but I didn't.
saw it. It's like it's a contradiction within
character
a contradiction.
And Ethan Hawke's character are
But
the only cool,
that's what it fucking
normal
is.
fucking people in this. They're not. There's no racially charged shit against each other. They're just like, hey, we need to figure this out.
I didn't.
All we have is each other right now. Let's fucking get this shit done.
And even
Where
when-
everyone else's character is just on their
Even
own
when
doing
the
their other
daughter
thing.
did say that,
You
like,
know what?
I
Then
didn't-
maybe I can extrapolate something from. I don't know. I'll watch it. I just want to
Just
like,
watch it, yeah,
I'm gonna
like-
watch it. I'm gonna watch it. Yeah, because
you're
quite frankly,
getting way too fucking deep into
Yeah,
this shit, bros.
just
you know,
because
like,
it's like it
into,
the
like,
concept was
fucking into
there,
political,
was
like,
so
fucking
good,
shit. And we fucking,
and it's just kind of. It just felt like they threw it all
Man,
away.
You guys are gonna fucking make next fucking time. I'm just gonna wear a fucking, what is it called? You know, the boxers fucking the referee fucking
Yeah.
suit next time. That's what I'm gonna fucking do.
I feel like I fucked up the movie for you.
Who?
You.
No, I actually dig shit like that.
No,
though,
but I'm
dude.
saying I feel like I've completely changed your view of what it would be or what it is.
I honestly, like, since you got so deep into it, and I had heard something about, I even heard a conservative at like, I heard some conservative talk about
Yeah,
the Obama, because they're calling it the Obama movie.
it's produced by the Obamas or executive
yeah,
produced or something
And
like that.
you know what's fucked up? I'm like, oh, they're doing a documentary on them, you know? And I'm just like, who's gonna watch that in the movies, you know? And like, well, I had no idea. So when
Yeah.
you say that, I'm just like, oh shit. I know it sounds pretty fucked up, but like, I'm a big Stanley Kubrick fan, and like, he adds a lot of crazy shit into his movies like that too, you know? So I know he's probably, the director wasn't like
Yeah,
doing the same thing, you know, with like subliminal, like fucking Easter eggs or like, you know, just putting weird shit. But yeah, I'm actually gonna watch it again, sober, and see.
and
What
this
I
is
could
the other
get.
thing. You
and now
have
I'm
to.
gonna look for this stuff, you know.
And I was gonna say this is the other thing too. This is the last bit of advice I'll give you. When you watch it, sit and watch it. You can't be on your phone. Like, you have to just pay attention to
that
these
shit's
characters
crazy.
and how they interact and everything that's going on and the situations.
I've
Because
been
if
finding.
you don't, you're kind of like,
well, that's the thing. It's like if the movie isn't gripping enough to like make you want to pay attention, then it's probably not worth the attention.
Just watch it. I digged it, and in the end, I did hear about people complaining about a certain movie that ended that way, but I didn't know it was that one, because I was just like, what the fuck? It just ends like that? And I was like, I thought about it for like 5 minutes, and then like I got distracted by some fucking shiny object, and I was like,
yeah, but that was.
just
It's
thinking
like,
about it.
I'm gonna be like, I'm watching this movie. It's like, ooh, Lethal Company.
I went back into my phone, started playing Godzilla. Dude, maybe the whole thing is true, you know? I'm just,
Yeah,
the movie
the
was
reliance.
about me being so fucking narrow-minded and like fucking being so addicted into my, like, well, on my phone lately though, like, that was because of Godzilla. So I was telling John, well, I told you guys both, right?
Yeah,
You
we
were
were,
playing-
we were,
yeah,
we were
we were-
eating, I think.
I
Yeah.
got really, I always used to talk shit about mobile gamers.
No, but
But
you
then-
know what? Like, look, okay. going based on what you just said right now, mobile gaming has like changed a lot in comparison to what it used to be before.
Dude, I was like, fuck.
Netflix just released a GTA 4 or GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas on fucking phone, dude. Like you can download it on your
dude.
Yeah, just don't put it on your dating profile. If not, Will's just gonna fucking swipe left on you or right or whatever the fuck it is that you do. Because you're not a gamer if you do that shit.
Actually, I would have more respect for someone who's played those games than someone who just plays. If all you play
You're
is
a gamer, not a gamer.
if all you play is League of Legends, no, thank you.
Real quick
What do you
on
play?
that
LOL?
League of Legends thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think you guys said you watched it. That Arcane anime.
No, but I heard it's really good.
fucking good. Dude.
Yeah. I didn't. I
It's
watched
good.
it, but I heard about it. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
They
You were
fucking
saying,
won a fucking award, I think, or like I think an Emmy or some shit like that, for like best animation or some shit.
It was a really. I don't know anything about fucking
I think
League of
Spider-Man
Legends.
though took the
And you
cake.
don't have to. I was just entertained the whole time.
no,
about
the
it.
funny thing is like there's actually pretty good lore in there, but you have to look for it because the game.
No, there
does
is.
not.
They're saying it explains a lot if you know the
Yeah.
game, but
Yeah.
I have no idea about the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like there's a lot
But
of fucking
I was
like.
still entertained. It was
Yeah.
good.
I remember like trying to play like League of Legends, like at an old friend's house back then, and like just like me within like the first 10 minutes of the game, because I think I had played Smite before already. Like, I don't know if you ever played Smite.
Yeah, I played
It's
it
just
before.
kind of like
It's the same thing, just third
but
person.
Third person.
Yeah.
And like you control your character. It's not click based. And I was just like, what the fuck? Like, what is this? Like, I'd rather play StarCraft than this, you know? Like,
Yeah.
but
Well, the thing is, like, it's not even a StarCraft game or anything of that sort. It doesn't play relatively the same as StarCraft.
no, I know it's not an RTS, but still, like, it's just
well, does it?
it's a tower defense game. That's all it is, you know.
No, it's
sort
not
of.
even that. I would say that it's more so kind of like a.
Oh no, but they do have like deathmatch right as well and shit like that. Different
yeah, stuff like that. But I would say it's more
categories.
so.
It's like Raid Shadow Legends.
No, not even that. That's
Today's
garbage.
sponsor.
No,
Oh,
but I mean, like, I think it's an
Come
amalgamation.
down, Jontron.
No,
there are no strings on me.
I think it's like more of a.
racist. Not kidding. Oh, fuck.
Why would you say
You know who that is?
Nope.
He's a
Judge-
famous YouTuber
Yeah.
who fucked up.
Oh, See,
Dude.
I thought it was an Ultron thing. That's why I said there are no strings on me.
Oh, Jontron is a fucking.
Oh no.
Well, there are no racist strings on me either.
But what I was gonna say is like I think the MOBA like because that's what League of Legends is because I mean it started with Dota, right? Dota was a mod from Warcraft, I think. Yeah, I think it was one of the Warcraft set that it was a mod from of Warcraft. Dota.
Yeah, it's just Warcraft. Yeah.
Yeah, and so like it has like RTS elements where there's fog of war, and then also like the unit that you have the main hero unit that you can control and stuff like that, and then you can level up the unit. I don't know, it has RPG elements in a sense, but then also it's an amalgamation of a lot of things, and it's PvP, and it's just fucking like it's toxic as fuck.
So the only reason why I brought this up because I've been playing that Godzilla fucking game
The battle
on
line.
yeah, and oh my god, dude! And the only reason why I heard about it is because of -0.
Yeah,
and,
minus one.
Oh, -1, and like minus
One.
-1. They update like every Godzilla.
They add
in
Godzillas, yeah.
They add every
Well,
Godzilla.
I think they add. I think for a little bit there was
Well, they
you
just
can
had
get
added him to the game.
no, but I
'cause-
think for a little bit you were able to get like Evas and shit too from Evangelion.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can.
Yeah.
And you could also get
Ultraman. I think maybe
like Ultraman and like Mask Rider.
Oh, actually,
Yeah.
About that game because I was playing it when I was in the shitter. I took a screenshot of something that I saw, and I just want to read it off to you. So hold on.
Of what?
Of the Godzilla game.
You
Wait,
actually did.
I was playing it in the
Oh.
shitter, but there was like the bio for fucking Fire Rodan. Although once defeated by Godzilla, Rodan was later revived due to powers of an ancient plant. Defeated by Mecha Godzilla in his dying moments, he reviving Godzilla by his remaining life force.
Yeah, that happens in the movie.
Yeah.
No, did you he reviving?
He revives Godzilla.
Yeah,
Yeah, that happens in the
no,
movie.
that's the bio says he reviving.
Oh, so
okay.
it's just
It's
yeah.
a typo. I was like, I fucking found it. I'm like, I'm gonna send this to these fuckers.
Who even reads that? Like they
People,
show us
people taking a shit with the app open.
It's cool because when you unlock,
No, because like it was downloading the data to install the game, and it had all the profiles, and I was just swiping through them because I was like, okay, this is because I don't know much about Godzilla other than Godzilla. I'm not gonna lie about that. So I was just
this
like reading
is not
into.
your game then.
No, I mean it
because-
looks fun.
Nah, it should be.
Okay,
Yeah.
But dude, when you unlock the characters, it shows the move like a movie scene, like an actual movie scene.
Really?
Yeah, and then it'll show like Mecha Godzilla like on the fucking like in the building, like just getting like fucking worked on.
Yeah.
And then it just moves to the scene where like he's just flying, like just
That's
little
dope.
quick little fucking
Cutscene.
like cutscenes.
Yeah, just to kind of
And
introduce
like
them.
yeah, like it'll show it'll show like Shin Godzilla when you unlock him, and it has that fucking scene where like he's just going because you start out with just the first one where he's like
Yeah.
Tadpole one.
and then like when you let him loose and it times up, he evolves.
Oh shit.
And it
Okay.
evolves like certain ones and shit, and like then it shows that scene of him fucking just shooting the beams from his tails and shit, like because that's one of his supers and shit.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking
I need to start playing
yeah,
it.
it's fucking. Dude.
Like I said, I've had it downloaded for a couple months. I just haven't played it.
I was always like kind of like I should just try it, but then I know they're like I know mobile games are very addicting, so like
Well, that okay.
Bro,
it wasn't the addicting thing. It was just because I was like, it's a mobile game. Like, how fun could it be? But now that you're telling me, like, I think you sold me on it. I got to
and the
really try it.
graphics are shitty, but like
But yeah, I don't
yeah,
care
it
about
looks
that.
it looks like them, you know. So I'm just like, oh my god, this is fucking. I'd be fucking people up, but then people
can you
fuck
can you
me
do
up too,
teams?
and I was like,
Can you do teams on there?
no,
Oh,
it's just 1-on-1, 1v1.
It reminds me of how like recently there was a Monster Hunter game that came out for mobile, and it's basically by Niantic as well, so it's kind of like Pokemon Go.
Oh really?
Except you're like
I
Oh,
heard
that's
about
kinda
that.
But
I
like,
heard about that.
you
Yeah,
actually like you're the hunter and you walk around. There's like monsters around that
So
you
it's
can
Pokemon
hunt
Go.
and stuff like it's Pokemon Go, but you actually hunt the monsters. Like it's not
yeah.
like and so
it's like there's
I
a Pikachu. Kill it!
Kill it! I'm gonna use my
Get your
great sword on a
berserker
blade. But I was playing it for a while when it came out, and then like after a while, I was just like, I'm done with this shit. Like mobile games for me, like they've come a long way, but for some reason, I can't stay invested. Like there's still people still playing Pokemon Go. I don't play that shit.
There's hardcore players that
I
still
can't
do
play
that.
it. I don't play that shit anymore. Like I played it the first couple of days, and I was like, I'm done. This is fucking nothing. Like I can't do that.
Dude, some of those Pokemon people collect are like even worth money.
I mean, there was
Like
there was
people sell their accounts.
oh yeah. There was
for a lot of money, dude.
the dude who crashed into a fucking police car because he was
Yeah.
playing Pokemon Go. He comes out, it's like, you know what? It's my fault. I was playing this fucking stupid
Didn't
game.
I tell you that story when I was up in Central Cali? Like my friend went to go because she was pregnant, and like I went to go to the doctor's appointment with her because she didn't want to go alone, and that's when Pokemon fucking Go literally like blew up, dude. And we fucking were even driving around like collecting them and shit, and the doctor just started talking about it like just lately because I think she brought it up something about like her husband fucking like basically playing it, and he's like, you know what, that makes a lot of sense now. Like the doctor was saying, he's like, I saw 3 big huge like pasty colored like boys come out of their car just in the middle of traffic and just started like walking around with their cell phones looking for something. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
So when the game first came out,
Pasty fucking, I think he said obese. Like,
when the game first came out,
the
I was
game's
like,
for you to fucking walk and like get exercise. Like,
I was like, kind of in. I wasn't super into it, but I was pretty into it.
everyone
And,
got
yeah,
into it,
and
dude.
at the me and my dad would go for walks in the evenings and shit. And I was like, this is a fucking perfect time
For
to
me
catch
to
Pokemon. Yeah.
catch Pokemon.
So there's one part where we're walking like through a neighborhood, like down the street, and then like I was like, oh shit, there's a pincer like in my head,
Yeah.
and I start walking in a different direction. And my dad's, what are you doing? And it's like, there's a Pokemon. And then so he's like, okay, like he's just standing there, and I'm like just looking at my phone trying to get closer, and he's like, what are you doing? I go, there's a pincer. He doesn't know what that means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I keep walking, and then all of a sudden I just feel him fucking grab me by the back of the collar, and he starts pulling me back. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, you're in someone's backyard. I wasn't paying attention. And he just starts pulling me out. I'm like, oh fuck, I don't think I should be playing this without paying attention because I just started wandering towards the fucking Pokemon.
Oh my
Like,
god,
I was like, shit.
dude!
And you just see some guy with a gun in his porch just pointing at you, and you're just looking for Pokemon.
That's my
pincer. Stay off my lawn.
You want access to that pincer? You gotta pay me $25, boy.
Just like fucking Gran Torino, just fucking
Oh,
pointing
God,
his fucking
no
finger
way.
at you, and like doing the thumb trigger thing. Like fuck. I'm just trying to catch a pincer.
No, that's just fucking like and like I was playing the Monster Hunter game. I was playing.
We had a
it.
coworker, remember?
Yeah,
like he had
yeah,
just got
yeah.
hired, and that guy's like,
So
he did a YouTube video that like went fucking viral. Like he had like 100-something thousand just because of some rare Pokemon that he had
Oh.
caught on Go. I was like, fuck. I logged into it like probably like a month ago, and I'm like, oh shit! It actually saved my progress because like I had mentioned it before, but like the game popped when I was traveling. So like I got Pokemon in Seattle.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! Yeah.
And when I was going down like all these areas, I went down to Oregon. I caught Pokemon there, and it tells you where you catch
Where you
them.
catch 'em,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then I went down back to like Central Cali when like I flew down there, and it just shows all the Pokemon.
That's kinda
like,
cool.
yeah, because there's certain Pokemon you could only catch it in certain
Certain areas,
countries,
yeah.
which is like fuck, dude. No wonder what hardcore ass player like is like. Fuck it. We're flying to Japan. Catch that fucking Snorlax.
yeah. This is like it's crazy that like mobile gaming has come a long way in comparison to what it used to be. It's still not enough for me to like be like super interested.
Well, not just that, but like I mean, now you could just get like the connections where you could just stream off your PS5 and play it at like anywhere in the fucking States as long as your Wi-Fi is connected to your PS5.
Yeah.
Or you could do that with the Xbox as well,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah.
And the Steam Deck. Like,
well,
dude.
PS5 at a certain point had that thing where like even if you didn't have or not PS but PlayStation I think had
yeah,
that thing
PlayStation.
where
They're the ones who like kind of started
you
it.
can
yeah.
stream off of like a PlayStation to play a game and stuff like that. But yeah, like it's crazy. The one that has done a better job as far as like streaming off of or a streaming gaming service is the Nvidia Now thing. Where
Really?
yeah, dude, you could play it off your phone, you could play it off of your fucking tablet. I think if you have an Nvidia Shield or I'm not sure if it works on Chrome anymore or if it ever worked on Chrome. But you could basically, as long as you own the game on a platform, whether it be Epic Games, Game Pass, or or Steam, you can
Fuck, these
you
are
can play
so
those
fucking
games
good.
like streaming it. So like it came in right after the Google shit came out. I forgot what it was called, the Stadia.
Oh yeah.
But like this is like the GeForce. It's GeForce Now. Sorry. So the GeForce Now thing is like as long as you own the game, you can.
Stadia was the service that they offered, right? Remember that?
No, they didn't offer it on GeForce.
No, I'm just talking about
Oh
what
no,
Stadia was.
Stadia was a marketplace
down.
where you can buy games, but
Yeah.
you literally didn't own them in any sort of way.
Sort
like,
of kind of like Amazon Luna, like sort of, but you still it's
no,
streaming.
Luna, is similar to a Netflix model, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're basically just
Yeah, so
It's like an Apple Music.
yeah, sort of like that.
yeah, you're just playing stream like games that are just streaming.
Yeah.
So basically, it's like playing like an arcade, basically, but like on your TV, right? Like
yeah, but
sort
like
of
they have a
emulator, sort of, kind of.
No,
that's the best example I
no,
could like.
yeah,
probably,
I guess for the but I mean like you're basically playing games that they have kind of like in a Netflix model. What's in the pool?
But you can play these. You can play Fortnite now on fucking Amazon Luna, dude, just by having the control.
Yeah.
Because it's a free game.
Yeah. It's crazy. But yeah, it's come a long way. Oh God.
Drew, I already asked Will this, but
I
Drew-
remember when like I was doing like I was getting like little like third party sponsorships when I was doing YouTube, and like Amazon hit me up like, hey, did you want a partnership with like Luna and Amazon? And I'm just like, fuck no. Like, I don't want like that shit. Like, I don't want like that Stadia shit. Like, you know, like to happen because everyone was already talking mad shit about Stadia
yeah,
because of the fucking like horrible like lag on like streams. Remember it? Like,
Honestly, like, because I think I mentioned this before, where I got an Assassin's Creed
I'm a fucking
Odyssey.
idiot, man.
I got
Like, think
Assassin's
about
Creed
it.
Odyssey free because of that. Because I tested their fucking streaming shit first. Like they were doing the beta thing, and I got accepted into the beta thing, and I played that shit for a little bit, and it ran smoothly on my shit for some reason on PC though. Like you were playing it off the fucking Chrome browser.
Oh yeah.
Like, and that shit was actually running pretty smooth. But Assassin's Creed Odyssey is a shit game. I'm sorry.
Assassin's
Odyssey's all the newer Assassin's Creed games are
I
fucking
stopped
shit.
at Black Flag, bro, and that's like the best fucking one.
I
dude,
stopped at 3.
Still.
3 was the last one that I played.
Yeah, that was the best one too. Like one of the good ones too.
I didn't even finish the Ezio saga because there was the last one. What was it?
Those are the good ones.
The Ezio ones are fucking the best.
And then Black Flag just fucking added the frosting on the fucking cake, and like after that, it's just like, oops.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why these fucking companies just like. They're just like, fuck it, just buy us out. We don't even care. Oh, by the way,
Bobby Kotick, as of yesterday, is no longer the fucking CEO of what you call it, Activision Blizzard.
Who?
Bobby Kotick. He was the CEO.
What the fuck? What happened?
Well, his contract ended. He's done.
That's it. It's over.
So he's like he's no longer the head of Activision Blizzard.
I've been really into that lately. Like I've been watching.
Dude, there are so
I watched the documentary on
stories.
Blizzard, bro. What is it called? It's called like the Hall of Heroes, basically, where like when like everybody dies and goes, like basically.
It's
and
Valhalla,
like, dude. It starts off with just the fame of just how fucking World of Warcraft started, like StarCraft, and how World of Warcraft literally was like the fucking top fucking game out of everywhere. It made like it made companies like do big MMORPGs like Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, Galaxies, and they just jump into the trying to get that fucking
piggyback off the
fame,
piggyback
off and get that good old fucking like.
Well, it's
money.
like it's following trends basically.
Yeah. And like nobody fucking like succeeded as crazy as fucking as World of Warcraft, dude. Like it made so much fucking money, and then it also shows the fucking downfall of it, dude, with like vanilla servers and like, dude, like all the fucking, what is it called? They added like all the mounts and shit.
Yeah,
so
all the monetization
like, dude,
and shit.
Like big, like fucking, like, what is it called? Like, like original like workers were getting like fucking just either leave the company or fired because. Like basically one mount sold more than like all of like the expansions they have sold in like copies and everything, which is basically, what is it called? When you add like shit to buy in
microtransactions.
Games? Yeah.
Microtransactions.
Microtransactions basically. And it was a fucking like a unicorn mount or something that like made them.
It's a gay unicorn.
It made them all fucking greedy, and they're just
rainbow.
like, oh shit, and like,
yes, baby.
Oh, that shit was fucking. That shit brought me so many like so many memories back, bro. Like for me, fucking playing it back then to like then playing it again in classic, and like. That shit right now is just fucking dog shit, dude. Like, it shows the downfall of the expansions too. Like, and they would show what was it called, the World of Warcraft conventions, bro. Those fucking conventions were popping, bro. Like, and it talks about like Leroy Jenkins guy, how like viral videos fucking started getting like. Big. YouTube was getting big, and this was before like the big like cell phone, like big internet, before when people just had like only a certain amount of people had PCs and shit,
Yeah.
And they talked about also AOL, like dial-up, like, and then a subscription costs, dude. It's fucking. And then it gets to the point in the end where the guy's like, I think it's kind of time to like hang up the mantle, And that's where he heads into the Hall of Heroes. And he was like a big famous like fucking streamer. And it just shows him just like his WoW character walking in there. And like there's a fucking like an OG like television. And then like it just like has like dramatic music. And then like, yeah, it's fucking, dude, that shit brought like tears to my eyes. I'm like, fuck, dude. Like, it's true. These fucking, like, these fucking video game corporations have gotten like so fucking greedy. Like it's nuts, dude. Where it just it kills all your fucking fan base, bro. Like, and I'm just like, they didn't mention fucking Microsoft. Oh, they did. Microsoft buying off. Oh, they did. They do mention it. And then they talk about all the drama shit that happened in Blizzard with some girl like killed herself because she was sleeping with an employee there, and he shared like all the fucking photos of her at a retreat, and like, dude, she offed herself, bro.
That's fucked
like,
up, dude. No.
And all the other controversies, you know, and you're like, fuck, dude.
You know what? As far as like a lot
fucking
of like
scumbag fucking practice, you know, like
I will give Gabe Newell props for this shit. The fact that Valve hasn't made a game. Well, the most recent game that they made
it's not gonna ever happen, bro.
No. Yeah. What I'm saying is like the most recent game that they made was Half-Life Alyx, and before that, it had been fucking years since because
and that's just because of VR.
No, I get that.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is like, okay, so like Gabe Newell, who was the CEO, well, I don't know what the fuck he is, but he's someone big in Valve, right? Valve came out with the
yeah, he was the main CEO of Valve. Yeah.
But like Valve came out with the marketplace of Steam, because that's what Steam is. Steam is a marketplace. And so then that's how they ended up that's how they make their money now. They don't make money out of games like they used to, because I mean, like
they don't need to, because like they make all their money off of just Steam.
But rather than fucking perverting their art form of making games into, or monetizing their games in that sense of like microtransactions and shit like that, with the exception of Dota, because Dota, I think they ended up acquiring it. I don't think they I don't even know the story about Dota. But Half-Life Alyx is literally a fucking it's a single player game, a story driven game that has, to my knowledge, doesn't have any monetization like or microtransactions like say other games do, right? And we're talking about, this is a Valve made product, and Valve doesn't make that many games like it used to. And even back then, it didn't make that many games.
And even then, like they weren't that crazy on like microtransactions, because like, let's like, for instance, like Team Fortress 2, like they added like hats, you know, and shit like that. But like they did it like more like the people who ruin the infrastructure of like putting like a price on that are just like people who put a price on it, like this color in the skin.
Actually, now that I take it back, because the multiplayer shit does have microtransactions. CS:GO has a bunch of fucking microtransactions. Now that I take it back.
I remember they put a price on the skins on those guns. Remember, and then they
monopolized. It's like loot boxes.
Yeah,
it's loot boxes.
And they monopolized the prices on some of those skins, and some of those skins, like on auction, were going for millions of dollars.
That's not Valve though. That's like
that's what I'm saying. Like that's like streamers and people who are gambling and monopolizing.
Yeah, totally.
And just kind of just exploiting the whole kind of like, because it was cheap, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
But that's been going on fucking forever. Because I remember, if I'm understanding you guys correctly, I remember when the Gears of War's games came out, like this was before, you know, you would download a game and fucking like download it to your console. It was all through hard copies, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like I remember specifically Gears of War, when you would pre-order the game, I forgot if it was the first or the second one, they gave you, if you got a certain edition, they gave you a barcode or a code to enter, and it would fucking gold plate your guns. And I would remember fucking people would sell just the code for fucking bucks, bro.
Oh yeah, totally.
But no. You know, it's been going on forever.
Oh, that's a whole different conversation that came up from what I was talking about. For example,
like World of Warcraft was selling collector edition huge box sets.
Yeah.
Okay, and they did an original, the very first World of Warcraft when it first came out. There's only a limited amount of those, and they came with a pet, a player pet. It doesn't do jack shit. It just
follows you.
It just follows you, and it was a panda. You know how much I would look on eBay back then? How much that panda is just for that fucking code? Which they still have to like, basically, like you could still activate it till this day if you have that code, because there's not that many sealed versions of it yet. They're going for like 5 million, dude.
God damn.
Just because of that fucking panda, bro. little baby panda follows you around. And then later on, they came up with like a similar version of it, and everyone was like, "No, like I paid like this much money on that shit." And then like same thing with Burning Crusade. It came with like a little dragon, and like you could sell the collector's edition code for a fucking like money. Same thing with Lich King and like the other ones. They always come with a free pet. Well, you buy the collector's edition, but they give you all the it comes with all the fucking
I mean, like that's all scalping though. That's like a whole different fucking like system.
That's what I was saying
not,
about
that's what I was telling him. It's like that's his take on that. But like I was saying, it's like Valve, at least for the most part, with the exception of like say Counter-Strike and Team Fortress. Well, I don't remember if Team Fortress had fucking loot boxes of sorts. But like as far as like their single player games were not being monetized in that regard, and they didn't like, and that's probably one of the reasons why they haven't released that many single player games, because there's like it takes a lot of money and investment into it. Like what you call it? I just recently heard that fucking Spider-Man had like a fucking $3 million budget. The Spider-Man 2.
Yeah,
and it's like, why the fuck did it get that inflated? Because the first one only had like, I think it was like, I don't know if it was like 15 million or something like that, but it was far lower than the
15 million or 1.5.
I don't know if it's either
because you said 2 had 3 million.
Oh yeah, 1.5 million.
Okay.
No, less actually. It was in the thousands, I believe.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. I just because the second time you said 15,
like I've had a few, so like
okay.
I don't. But I mean, like it's like the budget was like super inflated for the second one, and that's one of the things that like PlayStation right now is like struggling with right now, in regards to that, because like. Like the single player games are only profitable if you fucking produce a banger. Because if you don't make that banger, you're not making that buck back. Like, let's just be real about that. And it's one of those things where it's like almost like you have to strike gold for it, right? And I understand why companies probably don't want to invest into that. But I mean, that's kind of the risk that you've already like kind of gotten into, because think about it. When video games first started happening, like it was like, oh, this is something new and so forth, and there was only a few games that actually fucking like sold, right? But everyone was trying to get their fucking like hand in the pot, you know. And so then there was a bunch of people that were like really trying to fucking like make a banger or make something that would make money, but like, because I mean that's always the fucking.
Hold on, real quick. You talk about Team Fortress 2. You want to know a crazy story?
Go for it.
So like, remember Left 4 Dead? How 2 came out? So they did a storyline where Bill dies.
Okay.
And like he goes all out with like fighting 3 of those fucking titan. What are they called? Titans or
no the
colossal or those fucking tanks? Oh, tanks, right?
Tanks.
Yeah. So like when you pre-ordered it, you would get Bill's hat for Team Fortress 2 just by pre-ordering the game, dude. And like years later, when Team Fortress 2 was fucking popping still for a long time,
for years,
long time, I would get like 100 messages. Hey, I'll buy that hat off of you. I'll buy that hat off. I'm like, what the fuck are they talking about? And like, I didn't even do the cosmetic shit or even wear the stupid hats. You know, I would just play the game to play it. And I'm just like, I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, Bill's hat. Like, could you, because you could trade them.
Yeah, you could trade it.
And like, people kept offering me money for Bill's hat. And
I think that's the origin of microtransactions, though. If you think about it.
No, it's not. Well,
no,
you know what?
It was free trading.
That motivated microtransactions.
That's what I'm saying.
Definitely.
That's the genesis of it.
That's the genesis. Yeah, technically, yeah, because I mean, that's like.
That's why I brought up the Gears of War thing.
Yeah, totally.
That was my point.
Yeah, no. Like that's, well, I mean, the Gears of War thing was ultimately just, you know, because there's
exclusive stuff basically. Yeah.
But I mean, like the exclusive stuff is also being like
pre-order exclusives. Like you only get them.
No, but I'm saying I brought it up because he was talking about microtransactions and stuff. Because it's like they've seen the player base selling and trading within themselves, and they're like, well, we'll just cut out the players and we'll do it ourselves.
We want money out of that. We're not making money out of those transactions.
Got smart, bro. They caught on. They're like, oh fuck, these fucking like these nerds are making money off of our product. Like fuck them. It's just like, we'll just sell it to them ourselves. And
cut out the middleman.
Totally. Cut out the middleman.
Just like Fortnite.
Well, it's not even cutting out the middleman. It's just like we need to capitalize on this because there's something that we can make money out of.
And look at Fortnite, bro. Fuck, even after lawsuits, bro, that is a fucking free game. and they have like Epic Games has made so much millions of fucking dollars.
Do you
just
guys
off
remember
of
what
skins.
Fortnite was originally supposed to be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny.
I used to play
Because-
the first player. You could.
Well, I was gonna say-
yeah.
It's like I
was
got
gonna
it
say,
because of that
it's
too.
funny because the multiplayer, just the multiplayer blew up. Like you can find the hard disk game for hundreds of dollars.
Oh yeah.
Because it's a collector's thing now.
There's
Because
a person-
no one
yeah.
buys it for
There's
that.
a person that I used to be friends with that has that fucking game,
Yeah.
that physical copy of that shit, dude. It's fucking
Fortnite.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Well, I don't know if they still have it, but they definitely had it in their position.
It was
in their
literally a
possession.
swarm, like a game. Like you build,
Yeah,
and
it
then
was a
you
horde
go
mode.
around, and it was like a horde mode, like where you go around the buildings, look for loot.
the
And
reason
you had to do like all there's achievements in the fucking game, you know.
there's a reason that I know about it because at Fortnite's height, when it first was just like dominating everything.
Yeah.
I remember specifically like on places like eBay and Amazon, it got it blew up and it got really big because people were getting taken advantage of, being like, this is Fortnite, $300, and parents were paying for it because they didn't realize that what
It's
the
a
kids were
free
talking
game.
about
It's like
was the free to play multiplayer shit,
wow, I
not
didn't
the
know
hard
that.
disk. So they're just more like, yeah, this is a game your kids are talking about. And to be fair, it was, not knowing that they could have just fucking,
yeah.
it could have been gotten for free.
Yeah. Because like you had to pay.
It's a free download, which like no parent knows.
Exactly, that's my
Like,
point,
No, but I mean,
yeah.
like, but I mean, like, it's a free download, or back then it was a free download to play the battle royale version of it. But you had to pay to play the fucking what was it? Save the World, which is what
The
they
single
called
player.
it.
I
Or the-
remember
player.
World of Warcraft. I think it had a disc back then, right? And like it's just to
when it
install the
first came
fucking
out.
game.
Yeah.
They don't even sound that. They just give you a code now.
Yeah.
Even the cards back then, they would give you like the cards for subscriptions, and then after a while, they're like, we don't even have to like spend money on these cards no more. Just give them
Well,
a
that's what-
piece of
that's-
paper with the code on it, and that's what they do.
Yep.
And they give you the refer a friend.
Well, that's when they fucking started doing. Okay, so like, I don't know if you guys remember, but like, GameStop, rather than selling out codes now, or like physical cards, they started just giving you the code
Receipts.
and the receipt.
The
Yeah.
receipts, yeah.
And I'm just like, everyone's just trying. Like, how can we make more profit out of this shit? Fuck it. Cut-
WoW doesn't even do the fucking little boxes no more.
No.
It literally is I have a couple of them.
It's like a little cardboard card.
It's
Mm.
just like the PC games, how they sold them in the cardboard boxes, and inside it was just like the card, the
code.
card.
Yeah.
And then they started just doing it on a flat fucking
Yeah,
card,
now
like
they just
a
start
gift
doing the card, yeah.
And they're just like, fuck all that,
print out the receipt.
Just give it to them somehow, It's like fuck.
Well, I mean, like everything, like okay, so like the evolution of like how we started from like selling physical stuff to like how now it's mostly just digital. It's all been an effort just to cut costs, right? But like ultimately in the end, for them, it hasn't been beneficial because that's one of the reasons why, like, say digital copies are not cheaper than physical copies is because they need to sell consoles, or at least for console gaming, they need to sell consoles. So if they start like pricing games cheaper on the digital storefront, places don't want to sell their consoles because it's like, we're not going to fucking sell anything. What the fuck is the point, So that's one of the reasons why like digital games are not cheaper, is because they want to keep it to where like they can sell the consoles in physical
That's what
stores.
Microsoft is marketing into right now. Like that's what they're investing in. Like they don't even want you to own an Xbox anymore. They want you to stream it through like Netflix, or like just have Xbox Live everywhere as an app, like even your phone.
Yeah, because they're trying to move away from physical like stuff like that.
That's not gonna end. Like
It's gonna happen eventually.
It's not gonna happen, bro.
It is, bro.
Because people, I mean, you have a lot of retro gaming people.
But I
who
mean,
are
I'm talking about
into-
like the future of gaming is gonna do that. I think it is. Dude.
I don't
Look,
like that though.
I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. I understand that.
It's cool. Like, okay,
But
for
I mean-
instance, you don't need to have an Xbox, but you could just download on your PC and just play their library,
But think about it
That's
this way.
cool. But like for them to like just kind of like try to take like the fucking throne of everything, it's not gonna happen. Not when you just have
Well, but I mean,
old games and fucking, like
no.
shit that like they're producing now and sucks, like it's
Here's
just,
what I'm gonna say about that. And even there's documentation, and there's also like because there was a leak of emails about this shit in regards to like how gaming is right now. And actually, let me preface this by saying like
is it because of that whole PlayStation lawsuit thing with like the with the Call of Duty and then all the other assets that like basically like them buying all these companies? Is it like okay for like business?
it's never okay for well, it's not okay for PlayStation or for Sony. That's for sure. It's not.
Yeah.
But before you get into that, let me just preface this that shit's
I was just asking about if that's where the emails were.
the emails. That's what it was. It's originally about that. But before I start into this, I just want to say this. We're getting to a point where even buying something that's distracting is getting super fucking expensive. Like to build a PC that's decent right now, that'll run shit right now, you have to spend at least $1,000. Who has $1,000 in their pocket to just fucking freely spend like that? You know, at least
especially now with the economy.
Yeah, with like that's like being that's a conservative estimate of how much you need to build a PC. $1,000. Right?
At least, yeah.
At least,
you're talking about gaming console, though. Like,
no, hold on. I'm like this one.
Okay.
So consoles are fucking half the price of what that is, right? So console gaming last year.
I mean, gaming PC. I said gaming console. My bad.
Yeah, we're talking about PC gaming. To get a PC gaming, well, even just like a fucking regular, like, because they get ripped off. But I mean, that's a whole different subject. But what I was going to say is, like, ultimately in the end, gaming right now, it is more beneficial for you to get a console because it's cheaper, it's more accessible,
yeah,
and so forth, et cetera, et cetera. Because like, there's no point in you building a PC and it's going to run you like at least $1,000, and you're limited to playing games that are only available to PC, right? Because I mean, what do you have available? Whatever's on Steam, whatever's on Epic. And then maybe if you get the PC Game Pass for Microsoft, then you can play that. But you can't play any exclusives that come from PlayStation or anything of that sort until they decide to fucking release it on PC, right?
Yeah, okay.
So that's one of the things. But I mean, like, if you don't have the money to if you don't have $1,000 available to build a PC or even buy a pre-made PC, which is at minimum is going to be $1,200, then there's the alternative, which is a console, which is like $500. I mean, that's
PS5.
That's still fucking steep. But I mean, like, if you want to get into gaming, that's the cheapest option that you have in regards to that, right? So consoles are the most affordable way to get into the more what I guess I could call advanced gaming, because I mean, you could game on a fucking phone basically. But
yeah, but like, there's still limitations to that, you know?
There's limitations to the console. There's limitations. If you want to be like a fucking, if you want to play games at a certain, you know, frame rate or something like that, PC is the way to go, but it costs more, right?
Yeah.
But where I was going with that is the fact that, like, Microsoft trying to get rid of that is their moving into the future where people don't necessarily need a console.
That's gonna ruin. They're trying to change and monopolize the infrastructure of like tradition, basically.
But I mean,
as well, though.
But I mean, like,
no, that's, dude. Okay,
but I mean, like, okay, let me just put this. Let me just say this though. But every company's trying to do that. Every company's trying to be the top dog, and they're trying to have the hold in the market.
I mean,
so like, you can't really you can't blame them for doing it, because that's inherently what every company's trying to do.
They're gonna fail. I fucking know it. They're just buying these fucking companies that are literally like not producing fucking like good games anymore, and like it's a bad thing, because we're not gonna get like the good games that we fucking grew up playing with it. We haven't
been getting the good games that we haven't grew up.
But like, PlayStation still it holds the throne for making really fucking good games.
But even them themselves were trying to get into multiplayer and live service games because
they need to compete still.
That's the marketplace though.
Yeah, but the thing is, like I don't like that shit, dude.
I get it. I get it. I get it.
I don't like that they're trying to get rid of like actual like physical discs, you know? Like, I fucking like, that just kills it for me. And like, now that you start seeing like the new PS5s, like they're literally just moving toward like I wouldn't be surprised if they just basically just start building their own PC. Cause I mean, you're adding DDR2s into it. Like, when is it gonna come to the point where You're just building your own little PlayStation 5.
Well, but I mean, the thing
cheap
is, it's like,
console. Like, I think that would be like the best crazy, like, hire me because like marketing move though. You know?
But I mean, think about it. Like, Xbox came out with their fucking like their lower end Xbox.
That's so.
And then they came out with their like higher end Xbox. And the lower end Xbox is supposed to be.
What do you think about that, John? Like, just Xbox just doing all that fucking buying like all those fucking companies out, and they're just trying to change
that's in general.
Infrastructure of like just streaming everything now off of Xbox Live.
I think they're doing it because they're trying to corner the market.
Yeah.
Because they're trying
exactly.
But I mean, if
predict where the
PlayStation were given the same option, they would do the same thing
It's
to them.
toxic marketing, though, dude. You know, it's just
yes and no. But okay, here's the difference.
it's smart, but I honestly don't think it's gonna end well for them.
Okay, here's the difference. Is the way I see it is they're two different, obviously two different companies, but it's two different companies from two different countries, two different cultures. Where if you look at the Japanese culture, there's still a lot of old tech that's used there a lot, which is why you still have consoles that offer disc, and I appreciate that because if my internet ever goes out, guess what? I can still fucking pull out my Blu-rays and throw them in to my fucking now $500 Blu-ray player or 4K movie player.
Off the grid fucking,
you know what I mean?
like,
Okay, so
like
it still
off the
has
grid
its
building
uses, and
where
I
I'll
think
be in a bomb shelter when the Armageddon goes out. I can still play.
We're not discussing whether it's a good thing. What I'm saying, it's like the trend that's currently happening right now.
Behind that,
I know, but here's the thing: it's the trend now, and yeah, it may be the big thing, but will it ever fucking take over? No.
Dude, we already saw, what was it? There were like PlayStation literally just removed a bunch of fucking shit from their marketplace.
They're going with just codes now, which sucks, which I fucking hate. Like it's really like, you know me, I love my fucking physical.
That doesn't mean that they can all of a sudden be like, you know what, fuck it, we're gonna do hard copies as well.
Where you need to mandatorily have internet.
No, I get that,
and that's stupid though.
No,
right?
it is dumb. Yeah, it's dumb.
Here's okay, like
because now you're polarizing.
What happens when
different section
the leave the world behind happens in real life, and you're in your fucking bomb shelter trying to fucking play Friends the game on fucking like the PlayStation 5.
The only one that has a good handle on this shit is Nintendo.
Yeah,
their games are very utilitarian. They're good at. You can play them single player. And we have a good selection of single player games. And guess what? Some of our single player games can also be multiplayer. Take your pick.
That's why they
but
have.
It's not exclusively
they
one
have
or the other.
Hardcore fan base for
necessarily. That. What Nintendo ended up doing, which is like very, it's very how can I say this? What they ended up doing is basically they're trying to like make sure that they have a hold on what they produce.
They take a hold.
Yeah, I said, but they want to have a hold on what they produce. That's the reason why Nintendo games never go on sale, or if they do, it's at a fucking very fucking like minimal discount essentially. What was it? The Super Mario RPG remake that they just did. Well, it's a remaster, I guess you could say. No, it's not a remaster because
it's a new game.
It's a remake.
The elephant one.
No. The Super Mario RPG one that was like in collaboration.
Oh yeah.
That one's essentially a remake because they remade assets and everything like that.
Yeah, they changed they upgraded the graphics and everything. I love the original one still. But, I won't even touch that.
That game, I just saw it go for sale for 25% off right now. So it's like it's not. They literally re-released fucking Metroid Prime as a remaster and they're marking it up for like $50. That game was released in fucking 2010 in the GameCube.
Yeah, but try finding a physical version of that. And
that's not even the argument though. Like what I'm trying to say is like.
Well, again, it's The Last of Us all over again.
But like what I'm saying is that ultimately in the end, Nintendo has a stronghold on its own market and it has a very dedicated following in that regard. And you're not going to contest against Nintendo, but Nintendo is not the top dog, and it's not going to be the top dog anytime soon. Because of that.
Here's the thing, though. So let Microsoft do what it's doing. Let it buy up whatever it's got to buy up. Then guess what? That just leaves Sony wide open to just be king of the console.
But I mean, if you're gonna have everything accessible on any other platform, though, like ultimately,
there's still gonna be exclusives. There's always gonna be exclusives.
Yeah, without a doubt. But I mean, like their buying power, they're buying all these, but like they bought Activision Blizzard.
Yeah, but what do you think Sony created its own
something
gaming studios?
But here, hold on. But like, what makes them
no,
like?
don't tell me to hold on. All right.
What makes what doesn't?
I said no. Just kidding.
What doesn't stop Xbox from saying Call of Duty is now only going to be exclusive to Xbox?
Okay,
You get me?
No, I get what you're saying.
You get me?
But here's the thing. Look, the diehards will get both. But if not, this is what stops them: quality and content.
Yeah.
Quality and content.
Exactly.
Let's be real. Call of Duty hasn't been quality for a long time.
But that's my point.
And it sells on both consoles.
Yeah, but it's not making its sales like it used to.
But that's my point,
It's
though.
making all the sales, dude.
No, it's not.
wouldn't-
Fortnite is fucking beating it.
They
still.
wouldn't be fucking making a new Call of Duty every fucking year if it wasn't making sales, dog.
It makes
Come
sales,
It's
on
but
not
it's
now.
making as
Look,
much sales. Look at the statistics.
It's not the powerhouse it was.
It's not the powerhouse that it used to be,
It
but
makes a
otherwise
lot
you
of money,
wouldn't.
but
It
like-
makes a lot of money, and that's the reason why they keep doing it.
But
though,
okay, does the money come out from sales of the games or all the fucking microtransactions?
one way or another, it's the same thing, though.
It's not the same
It's
It
thing.
is
not.
the same thing.
It's not.
It's not.
Because
Because
at some point, people are going to be like, okay, it's getting to the look. It happened.
We reached that point, like maybe like what 5-10 years ago, where we were like, Call of Duty is the same shit every single time. But they're still making a new one, and there's still a fucking fan
because
base.
we're not the target audience anymore. They're just
then there
targeting
you
kids.
go. Then there you go.
Okay, but here's the thing. They're picking their niche. So if Sony's like, hey, we have a console, who's their audience? Adult people that game.
No.
What do you mean no?
Do you think they just literally tried to branch into a live service model for their games because they know they can't compete against Microsoft with Activision Blizzard, Sony? They were gonna fucking.
Shit.
That's the reason why they ended up having fucking Bungie try to help Naughty Dog with their fucking their faction shit for The Last of Us, and that's the reason why they fucking.
Well, yeah. I mean, that has a. They fucked up doing that.
No, but I mean, Sony recognizes that Xbox right now.
Why did you have to bring that up? That shit just breaks my heart.
But I mean, that's one of the things that I have
I'm
to.
literally like The Last of Us. I'm out, bro.
But
After
see-
they canceled fucking like
No, okay, but
factions,
see, here's the thing though.
I'm fucking out.
Like, okay,
They canceled it because they knew that it wasn't going to be competing against like whatever is on the market right now. Because they're trying to monetize it. They were trying to.
Yeah. And that's when they're going into the marketing thing.
And
I
I understand
But
why.
there's a big fandom for it, and like people were waiting for this shit.
And see, that's what he said. Okay, like you brought it up. Nintendo has its following. Sony already has its following. At some point, Sony's gonna be like, "Fuck it, we already have our base. Let's focus on them." And of course, more people will look.
Bro.
The only reason Microsoft has an edge because they know in terms of consoles they're screwed. There's nothing they can do anymore. So they're pandering to this whole, and it's the fucking story as old as time. The whole PC Master Race thing.
No.
It's the PC thing, the streaming thing.
They've already said it. They already said it from the get go that they lost the fucking console race. So what they're focusing on is in a subscription service that's going to be good for everyone. They already fucking said that from the get go.
And where are you going to get that
what I'm trying to
subscription?
say.
Is through the PC.
They're trying to branch out to getting their services. They even talked to Nintendo about getting their service on Nintendo, dude. The streaming services.
And they're like, fuck no.
That was still in the talks. They haven't
No,
completely said
they're
no.
not gonna. Dude,
But I mean,
come
like,
on, bro. Like
you again.
this goes back to
hold
like
on.
fucking like Microsoft, fucking Bill Gates, like literally going up to like fucking Nintendo.
That was when they were
and
buying
being
them
like,
out. When they try to buy them out.
like,
That's different to
I
what
wanna
we're
buy
talking
a
about.
Nintendo. No, it's the same shit.
No, it's not.
It's the same shit.
They were in the talks with Nintendo to have
Why
the
would
Xbox
somebody who's competing with another fucking like
Okay, so
corporate fucking like company that's gonna like, of course, like probably Nintendo will get a cut off of it, but bro, like you literally are. It's like fucking. It's just like fast food, you know. Like you're gonna have fucking McDonald's selling like fucking Whoppers, you know. It's not gonna fucking happen.
Okay, so
It won't happen. I fucking promise you.
Oh.
I'll bet you money like that will never fucking happen.
Okay,
Nintendo will never have Xbox fucking Live on their fucking service. Why? Because they have their own fucking market on like downloading their own fucking shit on Nintendo. You know?
Hold
And when
on. Let's follow the logic on this. So when Xbox already said that they've lost the console race, they've already lost it. They have admitted to that. They focused on selling a subscription
I
service.
understand that.
Okay, so therefore, why wouldn't Nintendo be okay with that if they're getting a cut from it? They're getting money
because it's their fucking competition.
They're not competing against them in console sales.
Are you going to be playing Xbox
And they're
fucking
gonna-
games
and
on
they're-
Nintendo?
Why
when like the
wouldn't
Switch
you?
doesn't even fucking like play Mortal Kombat 1 like in a decent fucking rate? It's just like, no, it's not
that's
going to fucking happen.
Streaming is different to actually like playing a game that's
It's
being
not
rendered.
going to happen, Will.
Okay,
It
so
will
then,
never
all right,
happen,
okay.
bro.
The way you're saying,
Especially how they fucking are with like YouTubers using their fucking content.
okay,
Like,
real quick.
That's
Okay.
something different.
Okay,
That's
real
something
quick,
else.
real quick.
no, it's not.
It is.
All right,
It
so
is.
I want to see if I can get a
I'm
handle
trying
on this.
to say they're
So
strict
how you're saying about
on their
Xbox streaming through Nintendo?
Yeah, they actually were in talks about
Okay,
that.
so why wouldn't Xbox, if they're that much about the money and all that, why wouldn't they do that with PlayStation?
They tried.
They
They
tried.
were gonna try,
Okay.
and they found
PlayStation
out.
doesn't want to do that.
No, they're like,
because
fuck,
they don't
that
want
will
to. They
never
don't,
happen.
they don't want to give like a fucking positive light to Xbox because that was at the time. It still is their main competitor. But the thing is, it's like ultimately in the end, Xbox isn't about the consoles anymore.
Okay.
They're trying to sell a subscription service.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
who's gonna fucking play their like?
So okay, so now let me ask you this. So in that light, from the same country, why would Nintendo be okay with it? Why would Nintendo do it?
Nintendo would get a cut from the sales.
So
and everything like
PlayStation wouldn't have gotten a cut?
that. Yeah, they would have.
Okay, so what's the difference?
Wait, have you not like read the message? Like the whole contention between like Activision Blizzard being acquired
no,
by
he doesn't know that.
I know, I get it, because then they're just monopolizing the
no,
whole.
Yeah.
but no, I mean that's bad on its own.
Yeah.
But I mean, like PlayStation like released a fucking campaign against that
Yeah,
because
they
they
all
knew
the
that was gonna
core
fucking fuck
records-
them over.
No, I know,
Of their
because then they wouldn't have
conversations.
access to certain games.
No,
and
but
all-
I mean, like it's like even they knew that they like there were contracts that still needed to be fulfilled in regards to Call of Duty,
Yeah,
and
I
they
know.
still pushed that narrative where it's like, no, it's not going to be good for business and so forth, etc. Because they want to make sure that like Activision Blizzard, they could still have some sort of influence over Activision Blizzard, as is with capitalism and free market in that regard, right? I get that. I'm not fucking saying that's like, I'm not shitting on them for that. That's just that comes with the turf, you know. That's what you do
Dude,
when it comes to
Mhm.
that. But the issue is that ultimately in the end, PlayStation, in regards to like how this whole thing has played out, PlayStation has been trying to hinder everything that Xbox has been doing. And I'm not trying to be a fucking Xbox sympathist or anything of that sort.
No, I know that.
But,
It's
like,
just,
what I'm saying is,
being
like,
a realist.
PlayStation
Yeah.
has been, or Sony has been doing all of this shit because they know that they could potentially lose some of the market by not fucking hindering this.
And I
You
think
get
a
me?
big,
No, I know, I understand
a
all
big
that.
part
You
of it
understand
was
it.
Call
So-
of Duty. You know why? Because everybody
that
played
and-
Call of
and-
Duty, not even on not
Majority
PC,
of them are playing it
not
on
Xbox,
PlayStation.
It was PlayStation.
Yeah, majority of them are playing on PlayStation.
No, I know.
So
and
that
just-
was a
just-
dick fucking move.
just
of
like shit
fucking
like Elder
Microsoft
Scrolls.
doing.
Now it's
yeah.
going to be Microsoft
Well,
exclusive.
Bethesda and
Yeah,
ZeniMax
That's what I'm
properties.
saying. But no, I get all that. I understand all that.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, but I mean, PlayStation ultimately wants to maintain its foothold on its own base, and therefore it will do anything in regards to like trying to maintain like, their own foothold, where they're like they don't want to give they don't want to give good press to their fucking competitors. Xbox and PlayStation are the main two heads right now that are in competition. Nintendo is not a competitor to like fucking these two fuckers.
Because Nintendo's never had competition.
Nintendo originally was the leading.
Yeah,
the
I know,
leading-
but now
but
it's
now,
in this,
like,
yeah,
yeah,
now
but
it's
that's my that's
yeah,
my
so
point.
therefore-
Why
why wouldn't Nintendo accept an offer like that? Though?
After the
because they don't need it.
After
They
the
do need it though, one way or
PlayStation
another
2,
because they want to make money in one
they
way or
knocked
another.
Nintendo out of the water.
Every company wants to make money. Nintendo doesn't want to fade into like the nothingness.
But
They-
you
they-
yourself
they're-
said it. They have their loyal following.
Yeah, they
where
do.
But I mean,
they're
like,
not going to
ultimately,
fade into
They're
nothingness.
like, but they're not. They have their loyal following, and that's going to get them so much money. But then after that, what do you do though? Like
you
if-
just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
like-
improve what you're
but
doing.
like it's a certain like
You're making
when-
it kind of
when it
seem
comes-
like
when it comes
Nintendo's
to-
in trouble, and they fucking never will be.
I didn't say that they were in trouble.
but I'm
what I'm
like,
saying is
it
that
sounds
ultimately
like-
in the end, they're not competing against fucking like
they
Xbox.
just do
and
their own
not competing
thing, and
against
they do
anyone.
it
They're not
right.
competing
Yeah.
against them too.
Yeah.
But ultimately, when it comes to the console wars, like when it comes to console wars, Nintendo's cool. Nintendo's gonna be fucking producing their own shit, and that's fine. They're gonna stay in the they're gonna
Yeah,
stay
I
in the
get that.
sidelines. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, ultimately, in the end, why wouldn't you accept money from Microsoft that's going to make you more money when you need to make some sort of profit or some sort of money? You get me? Like, I'm not saying that
Maybe
like
the same reason that PlayStation Sony didn't do it.
Sony doesn't
Yeah.
do it because they don't want to fucking give Xbox That's their main competitor. That's their rival, dude. Why would they want to give their rival a head start? Why would they want to put them in a fucking positive?
That's the same way Nintendo would feel about PlayStation or Microsoft.
They're not competing against them, though. Nintendo isn't competing against them.
Yes, they fucking are.
No,
they do their
not.
own thing, but they still need that market.
They know that they're.
All right, let me put it to
I
you.
got
Okay,
pissed. I'm sorry.
Okay, well.
I've been holding it.
Well, then I mean, I see your point, and I'm trying to like.
Well, all I'm
I
trying
get your
to
point.
say is like I know it sounds like
I know I get what you're trying, and I kind of agree. I don't think. I mean, I don't see why
Amazon
Nintendo would
Prime,
do it.
Okay, this is just the best example. Wants to start like literally streaming like Netflix fucking movies and stuff like that. And like, yeah, sometimes they do go into like physical copy, or they'll have like a Netflix movie, like probably go somewhere else. But that's like Prime saying like, hey, well,
okay, I know what you're talking about, because Netflix is literally doing it. Netflix has the Pacific and the Brothers, which are HBO shit.
Yeah.
Which HBO has its own streaming thing, but HBO's like, hey, we can make more money and reach a wider audience by giving it to Netflix and places like that.
Let's say Amazon Prime's like, let us stream all your Netflix exclusives with us, you know? And like, dude, what do you think Netflix is gonna be? Like, maybe it's a lot, like a large amount of money. Maybe they'll be thinking about it, but they're just like, well, that just takes the point of having our exclusives on our service, you know?
Yeah.
And they're just gonna be like, no, like we're good, you know? And that's just the point I'm trying to make. Like, dude, Nintendo's not gonna fucking want to be having Xbox Live on their shit, you know? Why? Because they're just gonna be making their fucking competition more money.
In this situation,
It's never
Nintendo is
gonna
Netflix.
happen.
Yeah, Nintendo is Netflix.
Yeah.
They don't need the extra push.
It won't happen.
I get what I agree. I see what you're saying, and I kind of agree with that.
Court receipts that they have of like the conversations of what the dispute was with like PlayStation, kind of like you know, like saying that like basically Microsoft's just being like predatory, like with the market, basically trying to monopolize it. Yeah. And they have like all of the like contracts that they had with Call of Duty, and the conversations that they would have had or would have with PlayStation on asking them to have Xbox Live on their service, and like basically they already were like no before they even asked them, basically, you know. So like it's just
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I understand
but
that, and
I'm just kind of wondering like where the fuck, like if they don't want to do consoles no more, like obviously they have PC, you know.
Yeah, that's the
where
thing.
you could PC, but why do that when you have fucking Steam already? You know, like it's like it.
Because you're paying for a what you call it,
a subscription service, basically,
rather than
just
buying a game.
But like, bro, it's like Steam has done it already, you know. Like
Steam hasn't done a subscription service.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, it's just they're just trying to change the infrastructure of it, and it's just
it. From my limited knowledge, from the way it looks like to me, Microsoft's trying to corner a market that it's creating.
Yeah.
And it may work for a while, but in the long run, I don't know that it'll be viable.
Because it's just like what everybody says, like it's just those games. What are you gonna do when you just play so many fucking old games or anything? Like what are we gaining out of it? Like we're just playing old fucking games when a lot of people already fucking own them or played them. They're like, it's just a big library of just having shit. Like if you don't have good content, nobody's gonna want to fucking pay for your fucking subscription, you know? Like
actually, no, you're more inclined to pay for a subscription because you want to try the game out without fully committing to paying a full box.
But they don't have good fucking they don't have good games.
Like that's one of the reasons
it's not
why
gonna work. It won't work, dude.
That's one of the reasons why you end up paying for a subscription service.
And that's
just
why
to
they
watch
bought all those
show,
companies, because they want all these companies like Blizzard and Activision and everything
because
else.
they're trying to corner a market.
They're trying to corner a market, but these companies aren't even doing good games anymore. You know, you pay a subscription, try to play that. Like, they're still making money.
Benji, like, regardless of what your opinion is about that, it caused Sony to react and release a campaign that was against the acquisition because at some point they realized that it was going to be a threat to them, though.
Well, but see, I think the threat is because it becomes a monopoly.
Exactly.
And that'd
Sony
be-
doesn't
that crea-
care. Sony doesn't care about a monopoly
Yeah, it
because
does.
Yes, they fucking
because it creates
did.
an
That's
unfair
why they
marketplace.
fucking took him to court.
they don't care about a monopoly unless it involves it's a monopoly against them, right? Because if they wanted to, they could have acquired them as well. Because they never thought of Xbox as being a threat to them because they have always seen them below them, right? Their metrics are not good. But the moment that they threatened to buy, or with the moment that the whole acquisition should happen, they were like, "Oh shit, this is a threat. This could fuck up our money," right? Okay. So therefore, like, if Xbox initially was a threat to them, they would have fucking made the same pushes that Xbox has been doing right now.
But see, okay, I think the part maybe I don't understand this, but I think the thing is, Xbox is playing the game now that it's already losing it, or changing the game now that it's already losing.
Well, I mean, no shit. That's how do you keep afloat while still like
Exactly. So maybe you don't change the rules, like, towards the end of the game now that you're losing, and then all of a sudden.
But that's how
shit.
like everything has been going through like changing the rules though, like new things. The music industry changed because of fucking iTunes, dude. The streaming, like buying every song for 99 cents because that's what fucking iTunes wanted to do. And that became the staple. That's how we came up with fucking Spotify and everything like that. That's how streaming got big.
No, I get that, but you can still go out and buy CDs.
Yeah, but I mean, like, ultimately in the end, like, majority of the consumption of music is through.
So let the market decide. Don't all of a sudden.
Wait, hold on. But the market decides based on like innovation that happens like that, right?
Yes. So innovation. So what Microsoft is trying to do is innovate by creating a subscription service.
Yeah.
I get that. But also what it's doing is, hey, we have the subscription service where now you can only get Call of Duty games, Elder Scroll games, these certain games.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's always been the case, though.
I get that. My point is, I get that. But all of a sudden, you're like, let's just buy up these really mega popular, mega fucking successful franchises, take them out of the realm of everyone used to have access to them, and keep them to ourselves. Where I get it, yes.
But I mean,
there were always exclusive games and stuff like that.
Hold on. Let me stop you at that, because PlayStation has been doing the same thing by buying fucking studios and creating exclusives for themselves.
Yeah, but they're not buying fucking like.
My point was they've both been doing that from the beginning.
So then why is it a big deal?
But now all of a sudden that Xbox can't compete with them in terms of consoles, they're like, okay, let's
what should they do? Just lay down and die then?
That's what Sega did.
I mean, like, Sega couldn't compete and didn't have the resources to
fucking
was
bankrupt,
Microsoft
dude.
not able to compete and not have the resources to
they
keep
have
up?
the resources to buy everything, buy shit and make themselves more
Yeah,
competitive.
they're hoarding. That's what they're doing.
Every company aims to do that, though.
If that was the case, then Sony would have fucking started doing it a long time ago.
They don't have the resources to do so.
They didn't have the resources to get Activision and all that stuff.
No, they don't. I mean, we're talking about what's the stock price of fucking Microsoft right now?
I don't know.
That's
But
that's
why
a
the
good.
fuck would okay? It
You
is.
get me? Those are
That's
indicators
bullshit.
how much money, how much buying power a certain corporation has. You get me?
So from my understanding, through your argument, it's not even about innovation. It's just about greed.
It's always about greed.
Okay, so that doesn't make it right. That still doesn't make it good. That's even worse.
But then again, here's
that
the thing.
goes to more of the monopoly.
Oh, so there you go. So that's where it comes from. So here's what I'm going to say. So here's what I'm going to say. I've always been against the acquisition simply because it's bad for the market. It's bad for
So you're saying exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah. But the thing is that I've said this from the get-go, from the beginning. Everyone else, the moment that happens, it became a whole fucking thing about two different fucking tribes, the Microsoft tribe and the fucking PlayStation tribe. The only reason why everyone's using, or from the most part, from what I've been,
and then Nintendo neutral tribe.
They're the Sweden.
They're just watching
They're Sweden.
Watching the console wars from afar and shit. Like, nuke each other. Like,
but here's the thing:
these idiots. Like,
we'll strike when they've both taken themselves out.
Let's just start making movies.
But here's the thing: is like, okay, going back to that,
PlayStation's doing the same shit. They're doing movies too. They literally created their own fucking like cinematic fucking PlayStation studios.
What I was going to say is that ultimately in the end, what I've seen is the moment the acquisition happened, a lot of PlayStation fanboys were crying out loud because of that. But if it happened the other way, they would have been like fucking boasting about it. And mind you, that's tribalism.
So then you would have had the Microsoft people crying out loud.
Yeah, exactly. Regardless of whether whichever company had fucking bought out like the Activision Blizzard was bought out by fucking PlayStation, I would have fucking been saying the same shit from the get go. This is bad for the marketplace in general because it means that it's being monopolized. It's like I'm on record. I've said that it's bad, but I mean this is one of the things that it's like under the current system that's happening. This is what's gonna happen. And it's like my criticism
it's not my criticism. Well, let's just like come to an understanding. It's not a positive thing though. These companies.
It's not a positive
because just look at like what's been happening with all these companies. Okay, Bethesda. What have they fucking came up with recently?
Wait, what's not a positive thing? The fact that it's getting acquired by Xbox, or the fact that it was acquired.
That Xbox is being acquired, and these companies aren't pulling the same fucking weight as they probably might have back then.
No, that's not what I'm arguing. One way or another.
Yeah, but I'm saying like basically they could buy these companies, but whether it's gonna be a posive or a negative thing.
Look,
as well. Like
this is all I'm gonna say.
Like things,
on my end, this is my last bit of thought for it. In this situation, Microsoft is Disney, and Activision and Blizzard are Star Wars and Marvel. It's gonna do well for them to a point, and they're just gonna run that. They're gonna fucking milk that cow dry.
Yeah,
and it's gonna suffer, and it's gonna backfire the way it backfired for Disney. That's what I'm saying. All Sony has to do is sit and wait,
exactly,
and then just become king of the ashes, because that's what will happen.
That's if they can wait, though.
They can wait.
Of course they can wait. If they can wait, because quite frankly, if they end up losing too much money for it and they can't fucking, because I mean, Sony is a big company, right?
Bro, like these companies are already in
Sony's a conglomerate.
They're in their downfall already, dude. It's just like I had said about that documentary, like.
So then,
and all their fucking money is gonna be coming from just microtransactions. It's gonna be coming from like just predatory fucking marketplace. You know, it's.
Here's what I'm gonna say about this. Here's what I'm gonna say about this. I'm
not trying to also like put my base on like being a PlayStation fanboy because I love PC too. You know, and it's just like.
Here's what
I don't know. Just kind of monopolizing it. It's just.
It feels skeevy because it feels like we're starting to lose, so let's cheat a little bit.
I'm gonna say this last thing.
That's just me personally.
Just stop the argument.
Is it really cheating though? Like think about it. It's part of the fucking game though,
dude.
You can absorb any company that you want to. It's allowed.
It's gonna end bad. It's just gonna end bad for Microsoft. That's all I gotta say.
Okay, really quick. And the only reason I kind of take this maybe the wrong way, with the way you're saying it, you're like that's how the game. Because you're always Mr. Capitalism's horrible. But now in this case, where capitalism is doing something horrible, you're like, well, that's just how the game is played.
That's the reason why I'm saying it, because that's how capitalism works.
But you're the one always railing against it. Yeah, and in this certain situation, we're like...
I mean, I'm fucking saying it because like everyone doesn't understand how capitalism is bad.
But in this case, we understand how it's bad. And you're saying like, well,
then why are they the bad guy? Why are you complaining about it when
I'm
it's
not complaining about it. I'm
just saying. My frustration about this is because why do you complain about like it now when overall I would complain
if Sony was doing the same thing too.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like capitalism overall has been, if it's not controlled, it's bad. And this is a perfect example of it because people are bitching about how this big company is absorbing a lot of shit and everything like that. But then in the end, it's like we're seeing that everywhere.
The other thing is though too, if you're creating a monopoly, that goes against capitalism. That goes against the open fucking market.
That's all about capitalism.
No, it's not.
Capitalism is about fucking making.
Capitalism is about everyone fucking being able to start up their own company and fucking do their thing. There is about options. Capitalism is about options. What Sony or what Microsoft is doing is creating a monopoly. They're using capitalism to monopolize on something.
Capitalism is about making as much profit as you can out of selling
through choice.
No, it's not. If it was through choice, then we would have multiple choices right now.
We do have multiple choices.
We don't. We have multiple brands that are all owned under like a certain company. Gain Tide are all under the same company. You have choice, but all that money is going to the same company, to the same fucking head.
Now we're getting too deep into this shit.
No, but that's what I'm saying though. You have the illusion of choice. But ultimately, in the end, you don't have.
But those are brands.
Brands that were bought out by other companies.
Okay.
Like Did you know that whiskey, ultimately in the end, all these different brands of whiskeys like Bullet Bourbon and all these other brands of whiskeys, they're all getting a fucking a keg of a fucking blank whiskey from one of the major producers. And then they just come out and fucking like, they're not even distilling their own whiskey. And mind you, it's not possible for them to distill their own whiskey because it involves a lot of money.
Oh, but that's going through the smaller company though.
But
that's the thing.
It's going into a fucking
Whiskey
company.
Rivers.
But it's
I
like
wanna
that's vastly
drown in a
different
river of
from Jack
whiskey.
Daniels buying up all these independent distilleries.
Sapporo bought out Stone.
And okay, but they bought them out, and you know what? I'm sure
We're
Stone.
talking about alcohol
I know,
now?
but
What
wait,
are
wait,
we
wait,
doing?
hold on, but wait,
This
I'm
isn't
sure
the
Stone.
alcohol wars. We're talking
Hold
about
on.
the fucking console wars here.
Wait. I'm sure Stoneman is very happy with that because they got a nice fat check. Activision, Blizzard, they weren't fucking struggling for money.
But that's what capitalism does, though.
I get that, but all of a sudden you have Activision and Blizzard who's making content for two sides, two different businesses, and then all of a sudden you get this.
But that's what fucking
PlayStation- all PlayStation did back then is just pay a little bit of money to this company just to have timed exclusives. It's not like they were like, oh, we're the big dicks of this fucking like
To be
of
fair,
this war.
to be fair,
and buy you fucking out. You know.
to be
Like,
fair, Xbox started that with Xbox.
Yeah.
They started doing that where they were buying out time exclusives. I'm not gonna fucking take that away from you.
Yeah.
But I mean, ultimately, this is what capitalism does. Because ultimately, you want to make
starts a fucking war, dog.
You want under capitalism, you want to make as much money as you possibly can, right? So, I'm sorry, you need to, yeah.
Yes.
So under capitalism, you want to make as much money as you can. How do you make more money? You either like under capitalism, you
buy
can
out the competition.
No, you outcompete.
You outcompete to the point.
That is
you
not the way
that's
America
the thing. Is like
was built.
You
on-
outcompete to the point where you're making so much more money that you have the potential to buy out the competition.
Okay,
because
that's
you're trying
fine.
you're trying to cut out competition because ultimately in the end you want to be the head supplier of whatever it is that you're selling or even anything that you're trying to make as much money as under capitalism.
This is completely a different like theme though. Like
no, it's the same thing.
no,
It's under the same
not.
principle.
But once you buy off the fucking same, like,
but my point was Microsoft wasn't able to.
okay, you buy out all of this, all of the fucking like competition, right? And then you monopolize it. But if it's not the same material or the same ingredient, like he said, for instance, like whiskey that they were producing before, like people aren't gonna fucking like this is the like pay for that shit, you know?
Like
They
when
do.
Destiny 1
That's the
came
thing.
out,
It's like
Destiny
ultimately
1
the-
came out, everyone on Xbox was
No,
crying because it was an
You know
PlayStation
what? Yeah,
exclusive
I'll give
and all
you
this
that,
other
Will.
stuff.
They actually do will. But like the thing is like eventually people are fucking waking up and especially now and literally like I'm telling you right now, dude, like I don't mean it to be like a fucking fanboy or anything.
Here's what
It's not gonna fucking work out.
it doesn't matter whether
It's
it works
not gonna
out.
work out,
It
dude.
doesn't really matter whether it works out for them or not.
They
but
could pay billions
what I'm
for
saying-
companies.
What I'm saying
But if
is
you're
that
not coming out with the fucking like great fucking like material or like gameplay that you originally had, it's gonna end fucking bad. Like look at fucking Diablo and all
Hold
this
on,
other
let
shit.
him say what he's
yeah.
gonna say.
what I'm going to say is that ultimately in the end, this is something that just simply happens under capitalism. This is going to happen.
No,
and
but
so
dude,
then here's
No,
what
let him finish. Hold on. I know, hold on.
Let me finish this up. Whether it works for them or not, this is what's happening right now, and it's going to happen. We don't know whether it's actually going to work out for them
I
or not.
fucking know.
You feel like it does.
No, it's
Well,
gonna fucking happen.
just let's get away. Let him finish. Go.
So like we ultimately in the end don't really have any definitive information of whether it's going to work out for them or not. It's a 50-50 at this point.
No, it's not.
It's a 50-50 at this point. Because look, here's the thing.
I'm just gonna say this
Look,
right now.
Look,
Just remember what I said on this podcast right now.
Well, we don't have to remember.
this
That's the beauty
time,
of a podcast. You can
okay?
go back and listen to
That's
it.
what I'm saying. Just remember what I fucking said. Come back and just fucking remember what I fucking said, dude.
Okay, let's do it this
And
way.
like-
let's do it this way.
and you
I
know
have
what's
an idea.
fucked up?
Hold on.
Hold on.
I have an
Let me
idea.
speak.
Let's do it this way. If you were right, Will's off the podcast. If Will's right, you're off the podcast.
We'll probably be dead by then.
Look, he's Microsoft, you're Sony, I'm Nintendo.
No.
I'm just sitting here watching the fireworks,
Fuck
bro.
you, Switzerland.
I'm watching the
Microsoft,
fireworks.
get the fuck out of my house.
He's Microsoft, you're Sony, I'm
That's what
Nintendo.
saying.
I'm just here.
Here, let me just
We
say
don't
this.
wear those colors here.
No, don't even fucking say that. Here, hold on.
No, he's not. He's not playing the.
No, I know. I'm just
I
saying.
get his point. You know?
Let me just. This is the final point that I'm gonna make, and I'll try my best not to fucking come into it anymore or anything of that sort. But this is all happening under capitalism. This is simply the fucking issue. Is the fact that like these are all part of all the moves that Microsoft are making right now is part of the playbook. Every company does this. Every fucking large corporation does this.
No.
They buy out their competition.
Exactly. Yeah.
They buy out anything that's gonna.
It's just like big pharma, you
But
know.
they're not buying.
Or
Okay,
it's just like
the only
this-
difference is they're not buying out their competition. They're buying out the resources from their competition.
There's the same thing that other companies do. Monsanto has the same shit too.
It's
so
exactly
therefore,
what I say,
why
yeah.
wouldn't Microsoft do it then?
But
You get me? Like it's part of the playbook. And I don't agree with it. I just want to make sure that like everyone understands. I'm not okay with it because gaming is an art form.
My worry.
That's what I love about
from
gaming.
my
It's
understanding
art
and the
form,
way
yeah.
I'm seeing this, the way it's been laid out for me. My worry is like I know you bring Monsanto, but with Monsanto, everyone, no matter what, you have to eat, like it or not, whether you agree with what they do.
But I mean, that's the thing.
I know, but hold on.
Okay, sorry.
If Microsoft succeeds in terms of just finally winning whatever last ditch effort it's throwing against Sony in terms of this, and Sony, the PlayStation just doesn't continue on anymore, I still think after a while, the marketplace is going to get stale, and eventually Microsoft will crumble under its own weight.
Dude, I mean, you mentioned that already, but like, we went too far into even mentioning like the whole like kind of lobby shit and like Monsanto and everything. That's a completely different subject.
But I mean, it's
like
ultimately
that shit.
it's all the same
true
shit.
what you
though.
said about.
It is the same shit though.
Because think about
we're
it,
eating
like
poison, bro. Like
no,
we're,
but
We're not even talking about that. We're not talking
I
about
know,
that.
Think
I know.
about this, like all the games and shit that are really going viral and popular, they're all indie games right now.
Yeah, but I mean, ultimately in the end,
And not
everyone's
just
trying
that.
to corner that market though.
Well,
What is Xbox doing? They're offering the money to fucking like pull those games into Game Pass.
That's fine, and you know what? You can do that. That's great.
And that's
Whatever.
one of the things. How did? Okay, I'm gonna bring this up.
My thing is,
it's the people's choice. In other words,
I guess here's what I'm gonna say. My last thing. So, like I said, you kill Sony.
Mhm.
It's not doing well in terms of PlayStation. So you won in that regard. You have your Game Pass, and you're trying. You're fucking shelling out this money to these indie devs so you can fucking put your game on Game Pass. Great. So does that kill Steam?
No, it's not gonna kill Steam.
How does it not kill Steam?
Because ultimately, in the end, Steam is gonna offer the alternative of owning a game.
Exactly. So why
But
rent a game when you can own it?
But it will cut into the profits of Steam though. One way or another, it's going to take
But
profits.
PlayStation has actually done like indie game programs as well, where they don't just make it exclusive for PlayStation.
We're adding.
They branch out to like PC
no, I know, but
as well.
okay, but
But they're
that's
like,
what I'm
fuck
saying though.
Xbox.
Yeah, I know. It's gonna start. Steam will start taking hits.
Yeah, it will, and then ultimately, that's going to be the next competitor.
I know. So if Microsoft kills them,
And that's the point of capitalism.
no, I know. But then all of a
Xbox,
sudden,
they will never
Benji,
fucking
no,
happen.
wait.
Benji,
What
Yeah.
if it, no, I know.
We're talking,
This is-
we're
this
talking
is-
about a fucking like just
this
like,
is a what if scenario.
yeah, exactly.
So okay, so if Microsoft does that, then where does that leave
I know
Microsoft?
I sound like pretty dramatic. I'm just
That's what I'm
telling you.
saying. But that's what I'm talking about. The horrors of capitalism is the fact that there's something like that.
I get that. So then why
Bro, you're just like
Why-
fucking when you say that shit, like
Because
we
you guys
get
think
you're fucking like I was gonna say you made it. You're disconnected from the fucking Matrix.
it's not even that, dog.
Like-
Oh, come on now, Benji.
Okay, you know what? Let's just the way you guys wanted to move on
And
from
then Neo joins
leave the
the
world behind.
fucking-
Let's move on. Let's new
Yeah,
subject.
like,
New
new
subject.
subject,
This
new
is
subject.
this is
too
we've
much.
gone too much on
Yeah.
this already.
No,
we've gone too much on this already.
Even I'm not willing to go.
There's too much
'Cause-
alcohol already involved. There's
Yeah.
just too much for this. All right.
Well, we always want, like, just to bring the point up, we always wanted to do a console
so
wars.
there is our console wars. Everyone, shut the fuck up about it. We're
I'm done with it.
We're done
because I'm gonna go.
We're done.
I'm gonna fucking. I'm done.
Fuck you guys.
I'm done.
I'm gonna play God of War right now. No, I was kidding.
I'm done.
So I watched Rebel Moon and that shit fucking sucks.
I heard that shit sucked.
Dude, did you see the meme on the fucking? It's a Mr. Bean, copying the guy's fucking answers, like cheating, and it says Star Wars.
It is.
That shit is the biggest Star Wars fucking ripoff.
You know what? It's not even just Star
ever.
Wars. It's a ripoff of Star Wars, Dune, any fucking sci-fi movie ever, bro. Like, it is.
I bit myself.
Dude, it legit felt like a student movie.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it, so I can't really say anything about it.
Garbage.
Fucking Zack Snyder, dog. Now you know why fucking Disney didn't want to hire you to make a fucking Star Wars movie. I'm sorry to say it, dude, but that shit.
And, okay, look,
I fell asleep and I saw that Cantina fucking bar scene. I'm like, oh my god.
Look, and there's other shit that I noticed, and you know what? I don't even want to say them because I don't want to turn it into this thing. But I'm like, there is nothing good about this movie, dude.
It was bad.
You watched it?
Yeah. It's fucking.
It took me 3 days to watch it. I kept pausing it. I'm like, I need to come back to this.
Dude, I literally I was sober, okay? And I literally was just fucking watching it, and I'm like, oh my god, bro. This is like a new hope. Like,
it felt like an amateur movie.
Yeah,
it
an
felt
amateur fucking new.
like this person's first movie.
Someone's just like, hey, how about we just modernize fucking Star Wars: A New Hope, but make it like a fucking female character and make it fucking cool, like cooler graphics, and like we'll add our like fucking, you know, our Zack Snyder magic in it. But
I don't know. This is
don't
what I meant.
worry. People will watch it. Well, yeah, it's on fucking Netflix, but like,
I don't know if you guys watch. I haven't watched it, but I know this clip because it was fucking everywhere online. I don't know if you, like I said, I don't know if you guys watched this episode, but the South Park, the Pandaverse thing special.
I don't think I remember.
Okay, the whole time I was watching fucking, and again, nothing against the actress or whatever, but the whole time I was watching it, I just kept thinking
the Pandaverse.
No, I want to. I
You
don't
wanna
have
watch
access
it
to
tonight?
it. Yeah, hell yeah.
Let's
Oh
do
fuck
it.
yeah, let's do that.
Fucking, so the whole time because I had that Cartman meme, is like, put a chick in it, make her gay and lame. Like, that's what the movie felt like to me, bro. Like, literally every bad guy was a white guy. Like, all the good guys were minorities. And generally, I don't have a problem with that. But when it's like, dude, none of the fucking characters have backstory. Literally none of them.
Bro, when I saw the guy from
they're all
Sons of
given
Anarchy and Pacific Rim,
like not even like 3 seconds worth of fucking backstory.
Is that literally like what the fucking, like, just fucking do the minimal effort and that's it?
Dude, and
that's
like normally I don't
horrible.
complain about like the whole, all the bad guys are white dudes, but in this one it's just like you literally have a cast of like minority like actors in terms of just like race and gender, and you're not giving them any fucking backstory or characterization, and you have all these fucking villains who are just the generic white dudes that are bad because they're bad. Like, you don't know why they're bad.
And you know what's fucked up? Like, I respect
and then to even
Charlie
make it
Hunnam.
worse is there's that whole white savior complex too, because they're like, oh, there's this one, the life princess or whatever, and it's this little white girl. Like, it doesn't know what it wants to be. Like, it's fucking weird, bro.
You haven't watched it, no, huh? Oh my god,
dude, the
bro.
action is horrible.
You can't see me, but I'm literally resting. I literally rested my head on the fucking
You could
microphone.
tell, like, they didn't know how to decide when they shoot the gun, whether it's a laser or like a bullet. It's just like, pew, like it's,
the action choreography is atrocious.
Yeah.
Dude, I feel hold on. I feel like,
oh my god,
I feel like at least a quarter of the 2-hour plus runtime of this movie is because fucking Zack Snyder decided to put way too much slow motion in this movie.
Remember the pussy wormhole?
What the fuck?
What I was gonna say is like
bro.
The screenplay called for
Bro,
a projectile
when they
being
warp,
shot.
Like out of the
Oh
fucking
yes,
thing,
the ship.
the ship opens a
This
fucking
like this phallic
pussy
phallic
fucking
ship.
wormhole when
guys,
it comes out of hyperspace.
I have to say this. You guys are
Bro.
you're peeking into the microphones.
No.
Try
I'm
to
so
keep it a
excited
little
how bad
lower.
this movie is.
I'm sorry. Just keep it a little bit loud,
Okay,
lower on your
there's
voice
a
levels.
scene, right? Where like this, they
We're
go to
drunk, dude.
Yeah, well, I'm
I
not
know.
drunk.
I know. I just want
Okay,
to
hold
like,
on. This is okay. There's a scene where like the main character and her other buddies go to recruit fucking people for their resistance, right? So they go to this one place and this dude is kind of like indentured into servitude to pay off a debt, and it's like he's some sort of like indigenous person. I don't know what. I don't know if he's like a Native American. I don't know. He has that look, but I don't fucking know, and I didn't care enough to look it up. So,
but I mean, like the movie itself didn't even fucking bother to
Yeah,
fucking
exactly,
give you the
but that-
context.
They're
besides
from
the point.
space. It
besides the
doesn't
point,
matter.
I'm just gonna call him a space Native American,
But I
right?
mean, like, if they're trying to fucking push that narrative on you and they didn't give you context, then what the fuck is the point then?
But okay, so
Like,
so they
actually,
go-
you know what? I understand. I can
You're
see.
space racist, bro.
No, but I can see creating a movie where there's people of color and just like, just existing in the space and normalizing just having a multitude of colors in the fucking.
I'm
in
fine
there.
with that. But let me
But, like,
okay.
No, but what I'm saying is like, if there's no backstory to the fucking protagonist, then what the fuck is the
Okay,
point?
see,
you
here's
know?
the thing, like, and how you're saying, like, I'm not complaining because he's Native American or whatever he is. I'm complaining about his introduction. So he's indentured into servitude to pay off a debt
Yeah.
to this white guy.
Mhm.
So
It's implied
It's
that
n-
people of color need to
well,
fucking
no, it's-
pay a
no,
debt
and the
to
dude's like
white
very,
people.
the dude's very honorable. He's like, I owe a debt to this person, so I'm here to blah blah blah. So the main character and her people are like, well, what can we do to pay off his debt? And so the white dude, the that owns that ranch or whatever, he's like,
we're so deep into it that it's like spoilers.
Yeah. and I don't give, no one's gonna care about yeah. So he's like, okay, there's like this weird griffin that they're trying to like tame and break so they can ride it. And he's like, if he can break that, then his debts are paid. So Mr. Native American goes up to it and he's like, I know what it's like to be fucking dude, like it was the most
Like the most
backwards
stereotype
ass,
shit.
yes,
as-
dude.
Oh.
And then he hops on it and rides it, and it's all glorious in slow motion. And then fucking he comes back, he's like, "Oh, your debt's paid." And then it just ends with the griffin just killing the white dude at the end. I'm like, what the fuck was the point of any of this, bro?
This
It
shit
was
is
so
stupid,
bad, dude.
It's bad.
Oh
It was
god, that's
fucking
fucking
horrible.
stupid. God.
I guess we found something we could all agree on.
I'm gonna watch it just to fucking laugh.
my
'cause
God,
quite frankly,
dude,
I saw what the Twitter feeds were talking about it, and it was all just fucking bad. It was like,
It's literally the worst thing I've seen in years, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking years.
that's why you don't get.
I
Zack
told
Snyder.
Will outside, I would 100% watch Ahsoka 10 times in a row over having to watch that shit again.
Wow. Yeah, dude, it's bad.
I don't know.
And,
I wasn't interested in watching it in the
I'm gonna
beginning,
just
but
say,
now I
dude,
want to
like-
watch it if it's gonna be one of those movies where
And
it's
that's
like
only part one.
there's
Yeah.
multiple parts
Yes,
to it.
that's
Well, yeah,
part-
it's Star Wars.
There's a part 2 supposed to come
I
out.
hope they fucking cut
Oh,
off
and
his
then they're like,
contract.
oh,
They're gonna
wow.
do a whole fucking
No, and
like
you know-
saga on it, bro.
And this is the thing that pisses me off now, and it's 100% Zack Snyder's fault. They're like, oh well, there's a director's cut for it too. I'm like, just fucking release the director's cut in the first place. Don't like go fuck yourself,
Bro, Zack
At this
Snyder-
point, go fuck yourself, Zack Snyder.
Oh God. They're just making me
You know
think
what?
about Watchmen.
That's
Like-
you know what? Zack Snyder got all that fucking. This is because of everyone who was asking for the
Okay,
Snyder
and
cut.
here's the other thing too.
Yeah, it was all the hype over Justice League fucking Snyder
Yeah.
fucking cut, and
Everyone who
that
asked
was
for
like,
his Snyder
okay,
cut. This is the
like,
fruit of your labor.
You did a good job, you know.
Okay, here's the other thing, right?
But now that fool got
So
just
in the beginning, like
intoxicated with his power.
Yeah,
towards the beginning, so she's someone important and fucking super dope or whatever, and she's hiding out in this farm. Like
Right.
it's very Luke Skywalker-y, right? So the bad guys
Telling you,
come
dude.
and they're like, hey, this is literally what it reminded me of, A Bug's Life. Fucking no, it did, because they're like, hey, give us all your grain, and then they're like, but we don't have enough to give you because we'll starve, and they're like, fuck you, give it to us anyways. Like it was very Bug's Life, and they leave some soldiers behind, right?
Yeah, because they're
All the-
space
yes.
Nazis.
All the soldiers were white except for one, and the one that's not white,
He was like
he's the good guy,
sympathetic, yeah.
and he's trying to save this one girl from being raped by the other fucking guards. And it's okay. And
you
you
remember
think,
that scene when they come into it and he's just like
yeah, and
being
okay,
a creep staring at her and shit?
so
like,
okay, so he helps save her. You know, he needs help from your badass female main character, and I'm not ragging on her because she's female or whatever. But so they all save that one chick, and you think like, okay, this dude helped, so he's gonna be
it's
important.
bad, dude.
That's literally the last time you ever see him in the movie. He doesn't show up anymore in the movie. He's just gone from the movie. Like they never go back to that place until the very end, and even when they do, they don't show him.
Don't
They don't
worry,
make mention
bro.
of him. There's no talk about what happened there. No, at no point did they ever decide like, hey, maybe do we check into those soldiers we left on that farm? Like, no, it's all just. It is fucking garbage, dude.
I don't even know where he wanted to go with this. Like
It's a perversion of the inclusivity
the dudes,
thing.
like just like the costume design is fucking horrible. Like, what are they? Like fucking Viking farmers at first, you know? Like
I
and
don't.
then you're
Yeah.
just like, wait a minute. Like, okay, now there's a griffin. Like, are they fucking is it going into like fucking Greece mythology or like what's going on? Like, fucking choose one, you know? And I get it. Like, he's trying to like bring like all these different fucking like mythologies
Yeah.
together, and you're just like, this shit is garbage, dude. Like,
Okay, this has nothing specifically to do with Rebel Moon, but I really noticed it during Rebel Moon, where when they were going from different place, like planet to planet, they would name the planet, right?
yeah,
And I was thinking, like, I know this was a scrapped or a rejected Star Wars script, and it got me thinking, like, in the original trilogy and even in the prequels, I don't ever remember them like going to like Tatooine and there being a caption being like Tatooine
No.
or hot. You know what I mean? Like
No.
people just learn that, and I that shit annoys me now, where it's like they're feeding you this information where it's like, just if your shit's good enough,
do you
people
remember
are gonna
if they
remember
did
it.
that with Rogue One?
That's the thing. I don't remember. I'm trying to remember. I don't think they did, but I
think
don't know.
They did, or maybe they did.
I want to say maybe they did. I got to look back. On it.
Yeah. But maybe like, yeah, it's just now they like, because a lot of movies are doing it, and you know, like, fuck, what was
And that-
like
and
an
that kinda
example
bugs
of
me.
it?
Wait, what's bugging you?
The
Just
fact
that
they
they
were
named
like,
the planet.
yeah,
They what?
not
They
that they
named the
name
pla-
it,
they-
but
they-
they'll
they
put
add
the
context,
Oh,
yeah.
you know who does it? The Mandalorian. Because the first
Oh,
time he goes,
yeah,
the first time he goes to
yeah.
Tatooine,
Yeah, I think
says
they did
Tatooine.
start doing it.
and
yeah.
I'm like, which is really weird because when I seen it, I go, I think that's Tatooine. Just me before, and then it shows Tatooine. I'm like, okay, all it did to confirm it, but I'm like,
they have a good point because, I mean, we're gonna go back into like different planets, and since there's a big like expanded universe for it now, like basically, like you have to name it because a lot of these planets, like you know, like when he starts out in the first episode in that ice planet, you know, so like it just, I think it's just there to like not confuse the audience.
I know, but now it makes me want to fucking know more about that ice planet where like all of a sudden I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, remember that fucking ice planet from Empire Strikes Back?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean Hoth? Like we didn't have that back then. So it's like now that it just
Yeah,
seems
but I mean, it doesn't. I think it's a little bit silly to get like kind of hung over
Did
I'm
they
not
do-
hungover.
did
I'm
they
just
do-
like it's just weird to me
Did
that all of
they
a sudden
do
now they're
that
just
with the special editions?
I haven't
Because
watched
remember
the
how
special
like they
editions.
go into Yavin and A New Hope, and like I honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you, like I don't remember.
I don't remember the specific details like that.
In
But
the original ones,
they
they
don't.
They
But-
didn't say
and I'm not- it's
shit
not-
on what planets they were
I'm not
on.
saying I'm because I'm hung
You
up on
had
it.
it was just a fandom thing to
It's
do.
just something I
yeah.
noticed. All of a sudden, that's like a trend now.
What happened to those days, dude? Where like you just fucking like you could look it up online, or like someone just mentions it in the conversation in the movie.
Because why
okay.
would you want to do extra work when you have like when you're
It's
like?
lazy.
But I mean, that's the whole point of it.
Like they didn't do
though.
it for Clone Wars.
Hell
They
no.
didn't do it in Clone Wars.
Are you sure?
I don't think they did.
Yeah, because when he goes to Mustafar, I remember
Oh shit! We went back into Star Wars. Fuck.
I was just like, I don't think they mentioned it's Mustafar. Remember when they
Yeah.
had the last Obi-Wan and the Anakin duel? I have to look that up, honestly, dude. I don't want to be like have misinformation.
Yeah,
But
now
I
I
mean,
gotta go
I
back and
still-
watch
Podcast
Rogue
for
One.
it.
I still, I mean, I don't understand why that's an issue, though. I mean,
It's
like,
not. I'm not saying it's an issue. I'm just saying like I just noticed it. I'm like, when did that start? Like,
Maybe
you
it's
know what I
just
mean?
the
Like,
kind of
when does
movie
it?
where they just like no one even cares. Like, what fucking planet they're on.
No, but I mean, like, it's like when you think about it, though, it's like ultimately in the end, like, again, we all end up like fucking. I think there are a lot of people that have ADHD and then haven't probably gotten it, like, you know, diagnosed and so forth and all that jazz.
Okay, well, I get it.
No, I wasn't even trying to fucking throw a jab at you or
Did
anything.
Interstellar do that?
No,
No, huh?
No.
No, but you end up looking into it and like
But
you
okay,
find out.
And maybe this is why it's weird to me because it's and
I
maybe it
think
is
they-
specific to Rebel Moon because they're giving you the names of these planets, but they mean nothing because there's no context or backstory.
no, I mean, like,
You know what I mean?
I
Like,
understand that.
What's the point?
But I mean, if they're traveling from moon to moon to moon or from different place to place, then they want to establish that, like, you understand that this is because I mean, it's obviously a new property as well. So if you're not like, well, I mean, not
Oh
every,
my
not
God,
everyone's
dude.
paying attention to what's going on the screen. So they like, yeah, they might see some resemblance, but they want confirmation that this is what it is.
But
You
I
get me?
guess my point was like it was never done before, especially in something like Star Wars, where
no,
it's
no,
like
yeah, I totally get
all
that.
you're doing is planet hopping.
No, yeah,
You know
no,
what I
no,
mean?
yeah. But I mean, like, even Star Wars itself has grown up to a point where it's like there are so many
No, we got
planets,
time.
so many planets, and so many places that they end up visiting. So it would only make sense for them to. It's a double. It actually it serves both two purposes because one, it informs new people that are not familiar with, you know, the Star Wars universe, and it also kind of feeds that sort of like nostalgia for people that do know. Be like, oh, they're going back to this planet, you know, kind of thing, and so
But,
forth.
but I get what you're saying, but I feel like the people that do know just know by the virtue of knowing.
No, you think they do, but they don't.
I don't know. I do.
You're not everyone though.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you're saying,
get me?
the people that are like, oh, they're going back, but the people that get excited about that.
But I mean, like,
probably,
but I mean, there are people that are like, is that planet? And then they get the confirmation. It's like, oh, it is. So it builds. You get me? Like, it's that sort of thing. Because, like, I mean, not everyone knows, despite the fact that they're big fans of it. They probably don't know.
I need to look up Rogue One.
You get me? So it's like, one way or another, it's just like it serves a purpose to inform people and confirm, or, you know, well, I mean, it serves.
I don't know. It just, to me,
It's-
it kind of takes me out of it a little bit. It takes me out of the movie a bit.
I can see that. I'm not.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't, it's just,
If it's
it feels like an unnecessary step. Like, if the planet's meant to be a big part of it, then there's
It
stuff.
doesn't bother me.
It's not that it bothers me. It's just, it's something that's there that I'm like, okay, it's there. But maybe it just really kind of stood out to me in Rebel Moon because, like I said, none of it mattered. Like, I don't know.
I don't know. I think I like, for me personally, it doesn't really matter to me, like, whether it's included or not. And it's like, I can see why they wanted to do it. They wanted to inform, especially if they're building like, if they're planning to do a saga out of this shit, then it makes sense for them to try to establish that sort of, like, you know, kind of thing.
Again, maybe it's just a Rebel Moon thing because, like, why establish that, but literally not even the characters. You know what I mean? Like, maybe that's where it's coming from for me.
I mean,
I don't know.
I get that, but I mean, like, ultimately in the end, if a fucking, like, you know, unless there was some sort of like some line in there that was like, hey, you know what, we're going to this planet, so therefore the next, like, you know, they wipe into like the planet outside, then yeah, whatever.
Anyways, I guess that's the time
Not
that
an
we got
abrupt-
for New Year's.
What?
I was like, that's an abrupt cut.
Oh.
Sad that we had to end with that episode, but
It's sad that we had to cut that off with Rebel
if you guys want to
Moon.
go watch it, check it out for yourselves. But yeah,
I'm going to say don't
honestly-
watch it. Don't waste your time.
You know what? Watch it and have a laugh.
No, don't waste your time. It's not even a laugh, dude. Like, it's not even like funny bad.
People
It's
watch-
just bad.
Don't give Zack Snyder that money. We don't need to fucking watch any
People
more.
watch The Room because it's a cult classic and it's funny and it's a horrible.
But this
fucking,
isn't
No.
funny bad.
It's not even funny bad.
It's sad.
It's just a waste
It's
of
sad,
fucking
dude.
money.
Like,
You know
honestly,
what?
I was watching this and I'm like, dude, I like legitimately, while watching, I'm like, dude, Snyder,
And
you're better than this.
Like, I remember reading a fucking article on him fucking complaining about, like, I don't know if whether he was trying to make a movie for
It was a rejected Star Wars script, supposedly.
yeah. And like they're just
Wait, what?
like literally,
Yeah.
literally, I'm just like thinking back on that article, and I'm like, bro, like it's just like giving a script to somebody who like knows what movie's really gonna be made, like are gonna make money and is good and everything. He's just like, this is dog shit, you know, like, and we'll just end that with that note. Anyways, I
Benji,
just
where
wanted-
Rebel Moon is Rebel Moon is to the movie community what Pigs in the Podcast is to the podcast community. Just garbage. Do not watch.
Dude, we said
do
that
not
on the
listen.
first episode. Do you remember
not,
that?
Just stay away.
Fuck.
Just stay away.
Jinx. Where can they find you, Benji?
First of all, I want to say Happy New Year's to everybody. We're recording this, of course, on New Year's Eve. You guys can find me on Instagram, SithKill308. You could also find me on Twitter, which is the same name, SithKill308. I'm starting to kind of add a little bit more stuff. We actually have a TikTok for Pigs in a Podcast that I left like abandoned, and I finally logged back in. So you guys can check us out there now too. Just kind of like giving a heads up. And I think that's it. I think YouTube as well, SithKill308, and that's it.
You can find me on Twitch and YouTube and TikTok, Chubby Chaser Pro, and on Twitter you can find me at Pro Chubby Chaser. John, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Nabiscus138. And aside from that,
Goodbye, everyone.
well, I was gonna plug the email.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go with the
Oh.
Chubby. What was it, Chubby Chaser 13?
No, it's wow, so fucking egotistical.
Because
Jesus
you
Christ.
fucking
What a fucking douchebag.
Keep going.
watch
Yeah.
him plug it in right now.
Anyways, you can email us pigsinapodcast@gmail.com. Aside from that, just Happy New Year's and be safe. And fuck, man, if you had a shitty one, then hopefully 2024 is better for
Fuck
you.
2023.
Happy New Year's. You guys have a good one.
Will's a dick.
Bye-bye.